Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the First Edition podcast. We still exist. We took a week off. I got some bad news last week about my grandma, so we ended up taking the week off. I think on the day is when we went to film, so I just said to you guys, like, let's just not film this time. And at the same time, obviously PSA have been making some changes, so you guys have been on fire, right?
Yeah.
So it's been a busy week. Obviously, this podcast is something we want to do. We take it very seriously, but when real life happens, and also obviously when we're pressed for time, it does take a bit of a backseat. But we're back now, and yeah, let's go, guys.
Yeah,
how you guys been?
Missed probably the biggest Pokemon news week since we've started.
Literally, yeah, we missed the Logan Paul break, which actually, thankfully as well, was one of the smallest things in that week. We had the Diamond and Pearl announcement, we had the Pokemon Legends announcement, we had the Post Malone concert as well, and obviously Pokemon Day in general. So loads of stuff going on. Yeah, it's
and
pretty crazy, right?
25, right?
Yeah. That's why the Zavi thing works so well, right? It's like 25th anniversary plus Pikachu's. That's amazing. So, yeah, some good stuff.
We've got a lot to speak about today, then, haven't we? Right?
We do. We've got last week and this week. But let's get into it. So I think
5-hour podcast.
5 hours. Let's go. Come on.
Let's go. I mean, that one week where we were in a rush and we had to do an hour, we got slated in the comments. Everyone's like, "What? 1 hour?" I'm like, God damn it. But yeah, I guess the first thing we'll speak about is I think what a lot of people in the hobby right now wanting to know about is the PSA price updates. Now, we did say before, well, obviously this is not going to be like a graded gem announcement or an update video. It's not going to be like a question and answers type thing. We're going to tackle this and speak about this based on us as collectors, right? Because you guys did do an update video. Go and check that out if you're watching this for some more concrete graded gem updates. But yeah, in terms of fans, in terms of collectors, in terms of submitters, price changes are big, and they're here now, right?
Yeah, let's just explain what happened. So Monday, the 1st of March, PSA increased their prices by double. Previously, you could send in cards for $10 if you're not a dealer or whatever. And now the minimum cost is $20 for standard, which is a huge increase. And this all combined with the new ownership, right? So The investors have come in, they've bought the company, and the first thing they've done, for better or for worse, which we'll discuss after this, is they've doubled the prices, and they've also suspended many services. So economy, regular, and express are all suspended.
So the minimum you could ever submit for value was $200 worth. It used to be 20 cards minimum at $10, and the maximum declared value for that was $99. Whereas now they've gone, wait, you've got an extra $400, but now it's twice as expensive. But you only have to submit half as much, so you can still spend the same amount of money, just don't get half the amount of cards graded.
Yeah. So. And I guess obviously the reason why I think everyone watching this knows the reason why this had to happen. There's a multiple of reasons really. The first being PSA are completely overwhelmed with the amount of cards and submissions they're getting, and obviously you guys know how many you're sending, which is a significant amount. But that's with all due respect, that's just you, right? From across the pond as well. So put Pokemon aside and just look at sports with what's going on there. They are completely, it's not just the Pokemon world that's booming, it's the sports world, the collectible world in general. So they're getting millions and millions of cards. I think, Tom, you were saying that February was their biggest month ever, right?
Yeah, so one of their customer service reps went on a Facebook post of all things, and I think it was like their head of customer service, or it was someone like high, because he didn't even say his job role. He just went, I work for PSA, and then everyone searched.
My dad works for Avon.
Found his LinkedIn, and it was it was like this top guy, and it was something like December was bigger than November by 20+%, and then Jan was bigger than December by like 40+%, and then February was their biggest month ever, so even bigger than January. Which, if we just look at our numbers, that's millions and millions and millions of cards.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
And historically, if we're just going back in time to when Pokemon cards wasn't the only thing in the world, January and February were kind of dead submissions. Not they just didn't have many cards.
Oh, it's the same with in business in general, right? I guess same with YouTube as well. The revenue dies in January, February because companies are stopping advertising. Why are they stopping advertising? Because they're getting less sales. Same with PSA, less submissions.
Well, January used to get that little bit of trickle through people who got cards for Christmas or who got some money for Christmas and wanted to grade. So that was usually all right, but then Feb, it was like, oh yeah, we've sent in 3 cards. What I mean? It was like there was nothing in Feb.
Yeah, so obviously they've had to increase prices in general. I think it's always been something that people have even suggested, right? I mean, a lot of people out there were thinking, why don't they just increase the prices and that'll fix everything? It's not as simple as that, but that is one step. Well, secondly, they've been bought out, right?
Yeah, everybody in the world expected it to be Jan 1st.
And
then it wasn't.
Yeah, yeah.
And we were like, oh, well, it's not going to happen then.
Yeah, and then bang. So I guess, I guess it was pretty sudden in terms of the initial rumors, right? The rumors started kicking in, then it was kind of like, bam, here you go. Obviously, the new ownership is the new ownership finally handed over now? Is that what kicked off this new?
So $850 million PSA card are sold for. So the biggest grading authentication company in the world sold for $850 million.
Almost as much as the PSA 10 unlimited Charizard, right?
Oh, I mean, yeah, but it's an astonishing amount of money that this company
buy one Bitcoin.
was worth. It wasn't worth much at all. Like the share price was $13.
Yeah.
And then they ended the share price at 70, but then they paid a premium on top of that.
Yeah.
So this company, in comparison, you probably could have bought it at the start of this year for 100 million. I don't know the exact maths. Start of last year. Sorry. So they've now paid for this company at the highest point. So they believe that it's going to go on even further, which is a crazy bet to make, especially with that much money.
To be fair, if you're doing walkthrough for $600 a card, make it back in about 2 submissions.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? When we've always seen it when new ownership takes place, usually what they do is they'll go through, they'll increase prices, fire people as well as something that a lot of people do because they want to get a return on their investment quickly. And obviously, if someone's bought a company, they obviously think they obviously value the company higher than the person who owns it at that price, right? So they think, right, 850 million, we're going to come in, we're going to change things. We think it's undervalued. We think the submissions, the price is too low. We're getting too many submissions. Let's make change quick. That's what you're going to do if you're going to take over a new business. You're not just going to take over and just let it run as it is. If that was the case, they probably wouldn't sell the company because whoever's on that has got a gold mine, right? So
100%.
yeah.
I think also anyone who has cards at PSA, this is good news. So there is good news and bad news to this. Obviously, the bad news is it costs more to grade your cards, so therefore you're probably going to have to be more selective because this isn't a cheap thing anyway. It's not something you can do for £9 anymore. That price bracket probably won't ever come back. I don't expect it to be honest.
No, I don't either.
Because I think the demand's always going to be there, especially for PSA. So, there is good news to this, though. Anyone who has got cards at PSA, this means they're going to try and tackle the backlog. This means that they're expecting less cards. This means they're going to try and have less cards come through the door. And my expectation would be there's still going to be a lot of submissions. And my expectation would be in 3 months' time, they might have to make value $25. We get it firsthand here. It's tens of thousands of cards at our location, and we are just one dealer. And there are other dealers. There's every individual submitting themselves. You're talking millions of cards, like you rightly say. So it's interesting times, but I wouldn't expect it to be this now. Things could still change coming down the line.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, for a long time now, we've been sending, I say we, I mean just everyone collectively, we've been sending a lot of, trash cards, to be honest. I mean, I've sent so many cards to PSA that...
submissions.
Yeah, I mean, for real. I mean, I've spent a lot of cards that I probably wouldn't send with this new price increase, and that's a good thing. And obviously, the price before was so easy. I mean, even with the delay, right? You're waiting a long time. Even with the delay, you send some cards off, however many months you get them back, it's instant profit, right? In terms of, if you're going to keep that in your collection, it's free money, right? So it was very, very cheap. And that's why they got such a backlog at the end of the day, because, you look at your cards, you look at the prices on Pokemon Price or on eBay, and you think, right, well, I've got this dusty card, even in a 7, what's the 7? I'm going to send that and make some money on it. So it's a no-brainer. So I think it's a tough thing to take for a lot of people, especially when you had submissions ready to go and you look at your budgeting, you think, right, I'm going to spend, £1,000 to grade my cards. Now you're going to spend potentially $2,000. That's a big, big change. But I think if you look at it in the big picture, at least we hope, obviously we don't know, but if you look at it in the big picture, you'd hope that this hopefully will speed things up a little bit, and also the quality of the cards being sent will probably increase. Absolutely. Yeah, because even now I will second guess some of my cards.
Yeah, you've got to be more selective, and hopefully people take more time over what they're sending. Hopefully they don't just open the Darkness Ablaze box and get every single V card and put it in for submission.
That's what I did.
And that's what. Well, yeah, there you go. But to actually tackle the backlog, I know they're hiring loads of more staff. I know they've got a bigger location, but like Tom says, that the submissions just ramped up, and sometimes you can't do anything about that. Like you have to take action.
We saw a comment on a PSA Cards Instagram post, which was quite funny. It was like, maybe you should focus on grading the proper cards and stop people like Graded Gem just sending all their shit. or something like that. And I was like, look, it's not me sending.
It's not
those
your
cards.
cards,
It's
yeah.
not us sending those cards. It's people like, and do you know what? If you want to grade it, go ahead. But like, if you're gonna send in a like a common Caterpie from some set from 2015 or whatever, like that's up to you, bro. But are you gonna do it at $20? Probably not.
Exactly, and that's the thing. I do also like. I hate those comments. I see them on your submissions anyway as well. If you see something in the comments like, "Oh man, why are people sending these trash cards?" And my answer to that is like, first of all, the value is there, it has been, and number two, like you can't hate on someone for whatever they send. That card might mean something to them. You never know.
Imagine someone sends in their submission, and then I ring them up and go, "Why are you sending trash?
Trash?
Like, come on, man.
yeah.
This is trash."
Yeah.
So, like, you've got, and people can still send the trash card if they like them.
Yeah.
If they
100%.
like Kyogre for whatever damn reason, or Digimon, you can still send it in. You can still do that. But
I love
premium.
I love watching YouTube videos of PSA returns. I just type it in, and no matter what amount of views someone's got, I'll just watch returns. And you see people sending like Super Express, and the card values are nowhere near that, but they want to get the card back, right? They want their card slabbed, and the value in PSA or in grading in general, whatever company you use, is not always in the value of the card. It's also in the actual what you treasure it. Yeah, you get one person's point of view. The same person will say, "Oh man, Pokemon, I hate scalpers, man. It's not all about scalpers." But then we'll have a go at someone for grading a card that they cherish. It's like it's not about it's not always about the money. And at the same time, if it is about the money, it was such an easy way to get cards sent. I mean, I think also it's worth mentioning, in my opinion as well, obviously it's not really a graded gem opinion, but I do think this is also going to be it's bad news for the other grading companies, CGC, BGS. You might think it's great news for them because they're going to get loads more submissions now, and they will. But what's going to happen now is someone looks at that $20 value and think, "Oh, I can't send that anymore." They'll look at the CGC. If that price is lower, they're going to just send all their bulk or their, crap, to CGC. And what's going to happen with them? They're going to have the same issues. They're going to have all these cards to deal with. They're going to have to at some point increase their prices, at some point increase their turnaround times as well. And I think from PSA's point of view, they'll probably look at that and think, well, if we do that, if we increase our prices, make more money for ourselves, and also put a premium on PSA as well, because now the cards are going to go up a little bit, and give CGC and BGS all of our bulk submissions, they're going to get bottlenecked, and then hopefully, however long that takes, say 6 months, a year, or whatever, when that happens, PSA are going to look a lot faster than they do now, and then the cards are going to come back in their favor.
They can improve their service, right? So that's what the expectation will be. If they're not getting every single card because they're going to other companies, which fully expected, then hopefully they can not only deal with the backlog but think about what actions they can take. We're going to take an extra 2 weeks from all the inputting to reflect, to make actions, to make the business better, and that's what PSA need to do. And honestly, I think they would have done it earlier if it wasn't for the ownership group coming in. This would have happened January 1st but they had to complete the takeover. No one in their right mind to the new owner is going to be like, "Yeah, I just did all this, get over it." The new owner needs to make those decisions. Yeah, so that's the reason why this has happened now and not Jan 1st.
The thing is, though, it's still the same guy in charge of PSA. Like, the CEO's not changed, so that's something. They haven't just completely rewritten.
The
whole
kicked everyone out.
Like Joe Orlando is still CEO of Collectors Universe, and that looks like it's staying.
Our contacts are still there, luckily.
Yeah,
nice.
But so hopefully it is literally just them kind of improving, and they'll be able to scale up faster than CGC and Beckett, in my personal opinion, just because they're a bigger company. Like, they're worth more. They can buy buildings, get stuff. They can do that faster than anyone else can. So I don't know. I got my fingers crossed for them.
Well, you look at a company, right? I mean, what big companies at that stage care about? Obviously, they care about the turnover, etc., but they also care about the market share more, pretty much more than anything, right? And they wouldn't make this decision if they thought it was gonna. If it was going to, force people to go and submit with everyone else long term, right? Like, they wouldn't just give away that, percentage.
Well, no one's going to go grade their Illustrator Pikachu with, I don't know, Beckett or CGC, are they? Like, it's going to be a PSA. Same with Charizard base first edition.
Yeah, their branding still has a premium, right? And they've only matched the prices of the other companies. There's not that much difference. But the big thing is the turnaround time, right? That has to be the thing they deal with first. Turnaround time, I think, needs to come down to 6 months on standard or value or whatever they call it. And once it comes down to 6 months, I think that's when they can reevaluate everything. But right now, bring the turnaround. I think 6 months acceptable. If you
it's more than acceptable, yeah.
Yeah, if you know when you send your card on standard, you're getting it for the cheapest price, and you know it'll be back in 6 months. That's more than acceptable, I think.
Yeah.
And then you have the express services, etc., etc.
Yeah.
To be honest, as well, I think from my point of view, like I actually think a bit of a wait is a good thing sometimes, especially when I'm looking at what we're trying to do with Pokemon as well and stock some cards, graded cards on the store. It's like, I'd rather have 6 months to kind of like strategize when they're going to come back than have it back in, 45 days or wherever it was, because obviously Express Plus, whatever it's going to be, I can deal with those. But long term, sometimes good. You can budget for that if you want to say that, or you want to strategize for that. But also, I think no one would be bothered about the price changes if they came out and said, right, price changes are doubled, but turnaround time is going to half. And that's what they're trying to do. They can't say that. Obviously, they can't say that right now without getting a feel for it and starting to put their systems in place. But at the end of the day, that's what they are doing. They're putting the prices up so the turnaround time can come down. I think no one watching this, or in my opinion, should have a problem with that if the turnaround time is gonna,
if it does happen.
Exactly.
Right? So like the turnaround time has to come down. Like,
yeah,
that's what they need to do. If they don't do that, then people are rightly to be disappointed. However, I would give PSA the benefit of the doubt. The reason why they've not been able to do anything is because of the ownership change, and hopefully now this is them doing something. And a lot of people are annoyed about the price increase, but then a lot of people are annoyed about them not doing anything. You can't have both.
Yeah.
The amount of comments I see when they're like on their Instagram where it's like, "Oh, why are you doing this? You should be getting our cards back." And I'm
stop tweeting.
just reading it, like, "Are you stupid?"
It's like the IT. Well, stop sorting out the website, get the cards back. It's like, obviously the guys working on the website aren't grading the cards.
Yeah.
It's just not how it works. So
yeah.
I mean, I think overall we're quite positive here that we should get some returns through the door. It'd be really nice to get more returns in than submissions out. That would be lovely.
Yeah.
And that has to happen at some point because you have to have those cards come back.
The year was 2025.
Well, hopefully not with this.
No,
Hopefully
yeah,
not.
yeah.
And that's the most fun part for us. I think I forget that sort of
returns.
time.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
when we're doing the videos, it's so much fun. The booster pack one was so much fun, and that's what we want to get back to.
The Simon submission. That's going to be a fun video. That can come out soon.
Oh yeah, now I finished all my returns. Yeah.
The return, definitely a return. That's what I meant.
Yeah, so I think it's again, like, and then, we're going to give PSA the benefit of the doubt, or at least I am right now with this change. And then if 6 months, if a year, nothing's happened, then then let the criticisms fly. Because if they've upped the price and nothing's happened, then that might be a reality. By the way, like, they could up the prices and people still send cards in. Then they might have to do it again, So we'll see. It depends on how much people value their cards being graded. It depends on how excited people are going to be for this next year. So I guess we'll just stay put and see how it's going. I guess. Yeah, I guess the one big reason why PSA are so slow though is because they're grading Logan Paul's like 12 cards, right?
Oh, 100%.
If Logan Paul wasn't sending his 12 cards to PSA right now, they'd be coming back in weeks. But yeah, let's segue into the Logan Paul box break. It's happened now. His $1 million box break, attached with a million different cryptocurrencies. Egghead's back as well. Collectibles Guru. If you're watching this, bro, I love you. I'm a big fan. Please come on the podcast one day, man. It'd be great to have you on here.
Dr. Eggman himself.
He's back. But yeah, the Logan Paul's break. Yeah, jokes aside, Logan Paul's break did happen, and. Did you guys watch it? Did you guys watch the replay? Or
I watched the highlights, and I was like, so I watched there was a video that just had the hollow pulls, and it said what pack it was, and I was like, oh, hello, Charizard, hello, Charizard. I thought, what's happening?
Yeah. Oh, did you not know that?
No, I literally the morning I got up, I just watched the little highlight thing. And I was like, huh? I was so confused.
I think for me, I thought it was a bit of a disappointment, if I'm being brutally honest. Like, shout out to Logan Paul for what he's done in the break. Like, on his point of view, in his side, he smashed it.
He got two Charizards. What do you mean?
No, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. He got 2 Charizards, but it was still a boring stream. It still wasn't a fun stream to watch. Imagine like a first edition booster box. That's been sold. Base set booster box that's been sold for over $1 million. If you divide the packs up, was still a little bit lackluster.
What did you think about him using the one that had already been opened?
I think that's fine, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, I think
the seals on the other ones, so obviously they're more valuable.
Yeah,
like personally, so he's used the cheapest box first, so he's got the pristine ones, like available. And at the end of the day, guys, people are paying $1 million for these packs, like for a box that had been opened at some point. I know it was to authenticate the packs and stuff. I'm sure nothing happened there, but Still, like I think if I was paying 35 grand for a pack, I'd want it from a properly sealed.
Well, I think that's
box,
the thing. I
personally.
think with this break right here, it wasn't people. I mean, there were people like me. It wasn't necessarily just people, Pokemon collectors / investors. People who've been around for a while getting packs. It was the millionaires. It was the 100 millionaires. It was the billionaires getting packs this time around. So they first of all, they don't know the difference between not a reseal, but a what would you call this? Like a verified box that's been opened and taped back up again. They don't know the difference. They don't care. What they want is they want Logan Paul to read their name out. They want the NFT attached to it. That's what they want this time around. It wasn't just people like me who are trying to get the first edition Charizard. That is a byproduct of it. That's what they're looking for. But at the end of the day, they want Logan Paul to deliver them that
fun
card.
Was extracted.
The fun was
Because
extracted.
It was more about the advertising and the business wise. And
oh yeah, I mean, you saw
and
Logan
less
Paul
about
shouting
the
out
Pokemon.
JP Morgan. Yeah, someone was like, "Oh, can you shout out JP Morgan?" That's like who as an audience wants to see that? And that's what I'm saying. Again, this is not a criticism on Logan Paul's end because he's doing what he can with the box. He's made a boatload of money on the box itself. He's made I think at this point tens of millions of dollars on still in his cryptocurrency, his NFTs, his partnership in that. So he's happy, and if he can do that again, he'll do that again. But I think speaking from a Pokemon fans point of view, it wasn't that great. I was on a voice chat with Josh and a bunch of my people from my Discord. We were on PWCC at the same time as Logan's break, and we had it muted for a lot of the time. And we just, didn't have it open that much. And then when we went back and then reacted to a few clips, but it wasn't really like it was.
It was big views wise.
I'm not sure how much we hit last time, or he hit on the break last time. It hovered around 220,000 live viewers, then it went down to like, I think it went below 200,000 a little bit towards the end. But I think the big issue, like aside from the crypto stuff, which we'll get onto in a second anyway, was the fact that they pulled 2 Charizard straight away. It was very early, like within the first 10 packs, 2 Charizard. And then it's like, right, so we're getting a Raichu now. How can, and Mike and Logan weren't reacting that great to a Raichu. And I would have said to them, like, don't fake your reaction, but try and get yourself excited. You know what I'm saying? Like, juice yourself up with caffeine.
Doll.
Yeah, try and get in the
Anyone
mode.
get a Fairy Doll?
Yeah, they did actually. I was trying to go to on my reaction. But yeah, sorry, to answer your first question, I think the resale box doesn't really matter too much in my opinion. I think Logan did the right thing in terms of that. I mean, I would rather do that myself as well. I'd rather keep mine pristine. And if we're going to open a box anyway, and the packs are going to be opened, and who cares, right? Like we're buying packs, we're not buying the box.
And what do you think about the price of the next one? Because obviously these ones have all gone for 35k, but I think you're right. I think it was diminished.
Yeah.
Because it was millionaires and because it was business and it was advertising, it was crypto, and it was less about the Pokemon cards. Do you think they're going to go up because it's about the advertising, or do you think people are going to be like, well, there's less authenticity there, so therefore the market, the value of them has been deterred a little bit?
I don't think it'll go down.
Yeah, I don't think
It's
it will.
It's auctions.
In my opinion, and this is coming from someone who's a fan of Pokemon, not the crypto side of it, not what the rest of it. I said they go down, but again, I'm not really qualified to answer anymore because I was here the first time, just getting involved in the box break, and then now you got people getting involved in the crypto. I'll say from my point of view, I bid $30,000 on this second break, which would have been $36,000 including the buyer's premium. I wouldn't do that next time. You know what I'm saying? After I steal this one, I probably wouldn't even bid. I don't
You're
personally
quite happy
care.
you missed out.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm grateful I did now. Although I want to give a big shout out. I'm not sure if you saw this. Someone bought 2 packs in Logan Paul's stream, and his shout out was to shout out me and Pokeran.net, which is incredible. And I'm still trying to hunt this person down. It's called Jesse. Please reach out if you're watching this, or if anyone knows this person, please reach out. And if it's a guy or a girl, but yeah, I was blown away, man. Like I said, we had it muted, right? So we had it muted on Discord, and then someone said you've been shouted out. I was like, what? I thought maybe Logan mentioned us or something. And then I went back, and they bought 2 packs. It was like $60,000 to $80,000, and their shout out literally was. They bought him back from the dead. Yeah, their shout out was literally, shout out to Randolph, whatever he's doing, and big shout out to Pokeran.net. So I'm still blown away, really. Like, got a free shout out. So I'm trying to reach out to the person and see if we can work together or do something to say thank you. But for me, that was the highlight of the stream for me. It was hard to watch.
Go down because how much would a brand deal cost in a Logan Paul 2-hour, 3-hour long video?
Yeah,
it would probably be what, 100 grand.
Yeah.
So
the smart point on this one is he didn't have a brand deal with this one. He had a partnership with Bondly, which was his NFT distributor, and he was promoting that twice with 2 different commercials. Plus, he's promoting his Maverick Club. So
that's what I mean. So
yeah.
You can pay 30 grand for a pack, and that's practically you getting a brand deal. You can shout out whatever you want.
Yeah, and let's not forget as well, the Logan Paul premium will be a premium. not to everyone, and even if this is what the many people in the audience or on Instagram don't understand is, if 99% of people out there don't like this premium, all it takes is 1% or one person to enjoy it and put it to that value. That's what it takes right now, you know. So this Charizard, if that, I think rumored is it has got PSA 10, one of them. That could be, you know,
the second one.
No,
yeah,
no, I think it has.
The second one, when it was put on the stream, I was like, damn. I was like, even I might give that a turn.
Yeah. I thought one was ostensible, but like in comparison to the other, I don't know like which one it was. I don't know which.
Yeah.
If it matters much. I mean, obviously you can be a little bit ostensible and still get that 10, which is the way it works. But
I think they predicted that Charizard this year will probably, like, there will be a Charizard that goes for $1 million.
Yeah, might be this one.
I think we speculated that in like an earlier podcast episode. Like, it's possible that that's going to happen this year. Could be that one.
Could be that one. I mean, Ken Golding was there, like pre-grading the cards and stuff. He was going to say everyone's a 10 because of their partnership with Logan and also their partnership with PSA. He was like, yeah. He was like, that's a 10. And I'm like, bro,
come on, man.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. If you watch the entire thing, you would be in the same boat as I am. You know, it's great to watch. You know, it's a good. You know, they having a good time. But as a Pokemon fan, as a collector of graded cards, it was just a big shill session. It was a shill for Pokemon, shill for crypto, for NFTs, and for the golden auctions.
Well, we pre-graded like hundreds of thousands of cards at this point. Wouldn't do that on a live stream. Like, if Logan Paul was like, do you guys want to pre-grade on my stream? I'd be like, no.
Yeah, and that's why someone was saying in the comments, to be fair, why is there not a PSA representative doing what Ken Golden's doing there? And obvious answer is they can't say it looks like a 10 and then go and grade it and give it a 9. You know, so they can't do that. So I think moral of the story, I think
if they had a live grader though.
That would be if he did the process properly.
Like, that'd be sick. That would make the stream interesting.
I think
the commercialization of this is crazy by the sounds of it. Like it just sounds like everyone saw the success of the first one. We got a bargain, $11,000.
Yeah, we did actually.
And then every single brand, company, anyone with any influence has jumped in.
How did we even get a spot?
I know, yeah. And they've just commercialized it, which. Again, I agree with what you're saying, actually, Randolph. Like, fair play to Logan Paul. Like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
If loads of businesses came to us and be like, oh, we want to give you this, this, and this.
Oh,
and
we'd
this,
sell out, yeah.
He'd totally sell out. I wouldn't, obviously.
Give me free clothing, have it? Yeah.
You're right.
So I don't blame him. I actually blame the whole market around it. Like, it's such a shame that it has become commercialized like that because that's going to drip feed.
I think there's definitely a person we can blame for this.
Randolph.
No, and he's a bald man.
Oh yeah, he came back.
Right. I think that out of the entire thing I watched, the weirdest thing was him having the last pack, guaranteed hollow. He pulls a Mewtwo.
Mewtwo
great
as well,
card.
yeah.
One of the best cards in the set. It's Mewtwo. It's the legendary from Gen 1. And he literally goes, huh. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Didn't react at all.
Yeah. It's weird. So I think in summary, the way to sum it up properly is, you know, a Logan side, fantastic, and it's hard to you can't hate on him at the end of the day in terms of his decision making. You can have the opinion it wasn't a great stream. You know, you can think it wasn't great for Pokemon, but on Logan's side, he's made bank. He's invested in golden auctions, which is going through the roof right now. They've done great, and they'll continue to do great. And again, Logan is. I think I want to make this clear. He still is a fan of Pokemon. You can tell he still loves the the collecting side of things. What you don't really
sell out to have a Squirtle tattoo. And not care about Pokemon.
But at the same time, if you're Logan Paul, who's been in it for less than a year tops, and you get approached by these companies to invest, to do this crypto stuff, to go make tens of millions of dollars, to get your PSA pedigree, you're not going to turn it down. You're just not. You know, I mean, I don't really completely agree with the PSA pedigree in its fullest. I don't mind the events like that. I don't mind the big events like that being given a pedigree. But if Steve Aoki can just sign a card and put it as a PSA pedigree for fun, then I'm like, it devalues it a little bit. I think big events should be cherished, but that being said, if it came to me and was like, "Oh, we want to put your label on every single card you ever grade," of course I'd say yes. You know, it comes a point where you do accept these things.
Yeah, and I'm guessing if I don't know, Eminem came to you and was like, "Oh, I want a binder and I want you to sign it and then sell it as an Eminem binder,"
yeah,
like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Randy, you want to make an NFT for me? Yes, Eminem, of course, mate. Do whatever you want. Yeah. So it's like it comes to a point where it's business at the end of the day, and you can't fault Logan for it. Does that mean does that mean we can't criticize the stream? No, we can still criticize the stream. We can still criticize the event. And I think
he still had his crazy lights when he pulled the Charizards though.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Crazy lights.
But that was the worst part.
Yeah. Sorry. Basically, because you can have commercialization, and you have it at festivals. You have it in many aspects of life, right? Even the bloody football, Europe Champions League, the Gazprom. How many times have you seen that stupid advert? But at the end of the day, the priority is it has to be entertaining, and it has to be entertainment, and you have to enjoy watching it. So
it's like product placement in films, isn't it? All I can think, or the only thing I've got in my head is, when James Bond switched
Heineken.
from Martini to Heineken or whatever it was, and it was like the most. I mean, or in Fast and Furious, where it's like, what is it he drinks? Corona.
Yeah.
No, it's the Adam Sandler films.
Yeah, and it's like super like and it's like, well, could that be any more obvious?
But I love this Sidemen,
Coca-Cola, amazing.
Whoa, you got
it is what it is.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, they gave me my own specialized green bottle.
That's fantastic. But yeah, and then we have to accept that. It's we can have our opinions, and we can say what we say, which we do. We do give our full opinions, but at the end of the day, what are we going to do about it? Nothing. We can't change that. We can accept it, move on. We analyze it, make decisions based on it, and have opinions, but we can't do anything. We're not going to change Ken Golden's opinion on that car. We're not going to change PSA's opinion to go and work with Logan Paul. It's how the world works, sadly.
I still like watching Logan videos. I don't care about.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, again, and I'll watch his next stream. But the good thing is, I think he'll look at this. He's a smart guy. He'll look at this and he'll analyze this and think, what can we do better? What did we do? Maybe not too well. And it'll be on for it. If he's got $10 million in his bank account, he'll probably think, let's go $10. Well. Anyway, I want to move on to this part as well, because this is still part of the Logan Paul break before we move on.
Cool. Let's go.
So obviously the event was full of NFTs, right? Logan Paul had these attached to the box break, okay? So this one right here was the one that you got if you bought a pack, okay? And don't get me wrong, this is nice, but at the end of the day, it's a GIF, okay? Look at that rare human. That's kind of cringe, to be honest. Legendary human. It is what it is. Anyway, this was what was given out to Weakness girls. Funny. This is what was given to you when
say Weakness KSI, because that'd be funny.
It should have done. Oh, I loved it. Right in the stream, right? The live chat was just KSI, Lord KSI, the entire stream. It's just spam Lord KSI, Lord KSI. The entire stream. In the entire stream until he got Charizard, and it was like woo, and then it was back to Lord KSI. But I was going to say one thing I was going to say as well. Yeah, it's just KSI's fans unreal. But the lights still happens, the flashy lights, they still happen. And the reason it got a little bit hard to watch is towards the end, they would get a Raichu hollow, and the lights would go off. So the lights are going to go off, confetti's firing, and they're like, oh, Raichu, cool. And it was like their reaction wasn't really matching the whole confetti. And it's still a fan of Pokemon, you're thinking, that's still a Raichu. Someone still spent $30,000 for that pack. They were laughing and joking a lot of the time. Yeah. It was hard to watch in the perspective of someone. If I got a card, right, in those cases where they got a non-hollow and they just laugh at the people, if I spent $30,000 on a pack and you got a Clefairy doll and they laughed at me, right, I would be like... Not the best look, but they've made the money, right? They've done what they needed to do, so that's their point of view.
If I ever meet Mike, I might have to deck him for the way he reacted to the Clefairy doll.
No, I like that.
He's funny though. I was going to say.
I like that. I think it would have been worse if we got a middle of the road Pokemon.
Oh yeah,
I liked how bad it was. I would have, I would have hated it more if it was like, oh, and there's your Dragonair.
True,
you know what I mean? That would have been worse. I much preferred it that it was so bad.
Yeah.
That's a lot more fun.
But I think for me it was the first time. Yeah, the first time they were kind of laughing, but they were still kind of like, it's a bad card and unlucky, and then they would make the comment on it on the back of it. This time around, it did feel, maybe it's because I didn't have a pack this time. Maybe it did feel that they were kind of like just not really respecting. Yeah, like laughing at them, type of thing,
you just lost 40 grand. Blah.
Yeah. So anyway, here we go. So 44 of these were minted. If you bought a pack, you got one gifted, and I guess there's some left over. 8 left over, is that right? 36 plus minus 44, 8. There we go. Randy strikes back. $38,000, right? And this is, for those who want to know, this is for this gift. This is I can just right click and click save image. You can't see it on the screen, but I can save this image right now, and I now own this. What I don't own is, if I'm right, the address in the blockchain. I don't own the actual space it's in. I'm still trying to get my head around NFTs. I think there is a strong future for them, but I think there's certain executions that are better than others. There's a Logan Paul, Black one.
If you can save that, I see no value in it being anywhere else. I know. I personally, I'm not into crypto though, so I don't. Before all your cryptos hit me,
I could photocopy your Shining Charizard PSA 10 first edition.
That's a good point.
That's the argument. Yeah, that's the argument. Yeah, we can all have Mona Lisa on our wall. Replicas to scale look no different. We don't own the Mona Lisa. That's the idea of it. You don't.
That's interesting actually, because but how far can you take that concept? Right, because those two things we've spoken about are physical things in one way or another. But you're very right in both what you say. But would that GIF be considered? So that place is a physical place, right? But it's not.
Yeah, that's the argument.
It's not the
I agree.
GIF. It's not the actual image so much that's worth money. So it's the same way Bitcoin. It's just a number on a screen. It's not tangible in any way, but it's still worth money. And it's the same with this. It's like I'd class it as silver and gold, precious metals, or diamonds like gemstones and stuff. To money, this is what that is to crypto.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that as well. Yes, because when you invest in gold, right, you're not getting a pallet arrived to your apartment with a load of gold.
If you're getting a pallet of gold, you are loaded.
That's what I do every other week, mate. It's called Shining Fates. but I'm not getting that great fit. Yeah. So yeah, you got 4 of these minted. This is cheaper price as well, and I do agree with some things. I'm not sure if you guys have seen the NBA Top Shots, I think it's called. That's a form of NFT where you buy a pack, right? And I think the packs are minimal prices. Again, don't quote me on this, but I think it's between $10 to $15. You buy a pack, same way as you would do on like the Pokemon trading card game online. You buy a pack, you open it, and then those cards inside, those gifts of like LeBron James hitting the 3-pointer, right? That you own that now. And you can sell that on the secondary market. And I agree with that aspect. I agree with someone selling a pack for $10, you're getting what you get in it, and then it's going to be worth something on the secondary market like Pokemon is right now. What I don't really agree with is Logan Paul saying this is 17 grand. Because you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Who said that? And it gets worse, right? So let's just go back. So we see these. These are all what they are, right? So Logan Paul card, it's tied in with the event. I get that. Which I guess, I'm going to eat my words on that in a minute. But then you scroll up, and this is what he sold. So these are Break Moments collection, okay? So he's selling a video clip.
Another holographic on the second box break. A Charizard! No! Oh my gosh!
So he's selling this moment in this video right here for $20,000. For $20,000, yeah.
Right, so I'm really not getting this because I can go and watch the bloody video.
Yeah, I can write this and save as.
Why is there value attached to them when they're publicly available for free?
Right, so I think
where's the value?
I agree with you. I think this is silly, right? I think this is really silly. But look, it's all sold out.
Yeah, but what am I not getting? I'm looking at that and going, that's publicly available on YouTube, probably forever. Where is the value in owning that piece of the video when I can download it?
Completely ignore what the GIF or the video is.
Yeah,
it is the money in the crypto.
Okay, sorry. Let's pretend this is linked to Bitcoin.
Yeah.
When I'm buying that video, am I getting $12,000 worth of Bitcoin?
You're getting
that's trade-in price.
Yeah. When you buy this, look, you can't just click add to cart and download it as a GIF. You don't get a GIF. What you do is you get the. Again, I'm not savvy on. Oh, savvy? Is that the right word? I'm not like up to speed with how it works, but
God, he really is.
Savvy, yeah. You buy. Shout out Savvy. Check out Tom Soddy, Randolph 20 in the code checkout box. What you do is you'll get delivered. You buy it through a marketplace, crypto marketplace, and you'll get the address, right? So yeah, effectively you'll get the Bitcoin or you'll get the crypto. I think we're boomers, mate. We'll get the thing, right? The tech, whatever it is attached to it, and that's what's worth money. So then when we sell
if
that,
you guys want to know more about NFTs and blockchain, make sure you go watch Tech Quickies. Tech Quickie does a really good explanation.
Okay, I'll watch that. I'm interested in it, man. I like I said, I don't really enjoy Logan Paul saying this moment's worth 20k, but I do agree with the fact that. So this is what let me try and break it down again, right? So where this is all going, by the way, and this is and if you look at the fine details, you'll see this is where Logan Paul is really smart, right? So I don't know if you guys know, Logan Paul is going to be fighting Floyd Mayweather, which is arguably the greatest fighter of all time, especially in terms of his record. He's fighting him. Logan Paul, a YouTuber, a ex-Vine star, is now going to be fighting one of the greatest of all time. What's going to happen is, and you'll see this, is what they're building up to here is they're building up to sell NFTs on that fight. And that's where the money is going to be, right? So, say, look, this obviously, I don't think it's going to happen, but say Logan Paul knocks out Floyd Mayweather.
That moment will be
imagine if you could buy that moment and you could own that moment as an NFT. And again, it's going to be delivered as a GIF. That's what you can look at, but you're getting that moment into your wallet, right? And you own that now.
I'm not. I'm sorry, but you weren't Floyd, you weren't Logan, so you weren't in that moment.
You're not
You weren't
Charizard.
in the audience. You weren't. You don't have the video. Like I'm sorry. This is just above my pay grade. So I think I'm going to stop commenting on it because
I'm out.
Obviously, I'm out. There's values which I do not understand.
I agree, by the way. Just make it clear. I do agree, but I also see the other side of it. I can acknowledge it. We say Tom?
I've got 2 words for both of you.
Can't
guys.
even see it.
Okay, boomer.
Yeah, it is that. It is that.
Well, I like to own things and have them, and I don't.
Yeah.
Anything
you have
outside
stocks?
of that. No. A few.
There you go. Then you don't own 3
don't own
bricks of
Tesla,
whatever
yeah,
building
yeah,
it
yeah.
is.
No, okay, yeah, but you still, if you wanted to, you could get the share certificate, which is a percentage of the business.
But I could get,
you get
but I could get that. That's the point. I could get that, right? I could photocopy your share certificate and put it on my wall. That's the point of it. That's the side that we're talking about.
You could photocopy
Sadly.
my degree and say, "Oh, I've got a degree."
But that's what that is.
It is, yeah. But again, you're not buying the gift.
But you
you're
haven't
buying
got the degree. I have. You've just photocopied.
the hackers. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, but I'm not trying to like shun it off though, because there could be opportunities to address. Like for example, I would love for a fact. Imagine if you get a Pokemon card, right, and that code card means something. You know what I'm saying? The code card means something, so you go and scan that in, and now that's part of the blockchain, and that's now part of some sort of crypto
think you
crap.
can do it on the trading card game online, but imagine like you open the packs based off the code cards, right, on the trading card game online. You need, I don't know, 16, like you need 4 play sets of whatever these cards are. You can buy them off somebody else who has opened them the same way you buy like physical cards. And you could buy them on the app. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
That I need that digital asset to be owned by me. It's the same as buying software.
Yeah, I agree. So it's two sides of it.
License for the software,
License is probably the best word. When you're buying an NFT, you're buying the license that only exists 44 times, for example, or 1 time. That's what you're buying. I guess the intellectual property, right? That's in a way what this is. So it's hard. It's weird to understand, but I do see a lot of potential in it. And like I said before, what I really enjoy is the NBA Top Shot side of thing, where like, for example, you sell like, instead of selling 44 20k moments, right, or whatever it is. I mean, how many times was this minted? Does it say? 3.
3.
So there are 3 of these, right? Which is mental. So he made 60k out of someone else spending 30k on a pack. That's the part I don't like about it. You know, is some of this money going to go to the guy who paid for the pack? No. So bizarre. But you'll see here. Look, I think I'll say somewhere here. I didn't say here, but it says somewhere that he's going to go and fight Mayweather, and that's where it starts to make sense. But my point is, if Logan said this is, I don't agree with this. 3 of these being made, Logan sets a price. What I do agree with though, and what I think could be cool, is you buy a NFT Pokemon pack, right, that contains, and say there are a million of those. There are a million of those packs, but inside there's a shiny Charizard that you can only get 10 times. Right, so you buy a pack for $10. You take that gamble, you take that risk. You pull that Charizard. Now on the secondary market, that's going to be worth something to someone, and then they can trade that on the second hand. And that person then can say, "This is worth 20k to me. It's worth 30k to me," type thing. And on the company side of it,
mintage around it, and like there's a whole collection. Like I get it. So like it's like online trading cards. Like that kind of makes sense. I think realistically this is probably past my understanding because I'm a boomer.
Same, to be honest.
So I don't. I'm gonna let Tom.
Feb 1st, 2021. This stat was produced since November 2017. There has been a total of $174 million spent on NFTs. What makes an NFT special is the address that you get, the kind of the code that you get is so individual. It's like the way they've described it here is describing it to a festival ticket. Like your festival ticket will have your name on it. And it'll have whatever you've purchased. Someone else will not have that exact same thing, but even more so with an NFT, it will never be able to be copied ever by anyone. The actual NFT address is 100% unique. And everyone has a different standard for it.
And compare that to the Mona Lisa, right?
Perceived value. It's perceived value.
Yeah.
So it's all based on perception, right? So,
but that's what crypto is.
No,
and that's what Pokemon cards are, right? The value in the first edition Charizard is its perceived value, right? Because out of the pack, it's a $3 card.
No, I get it. Like, if that's the case, that's fine. I'm just saying, like, but it is perceived value, so therefore it's probably very volatile, like crypto, right? And Pokemon. You know, so it's I'm not dissing it. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I think, Logan Paul sold NFTs straight out the bat, right? And he didn't sell them all out, and also they dropped in value. You know, he bought them for like one Ethereum, and it dropped straight away.
What? There's a great thing here. One gamer on the Decentraland virtual land platform decided to purchase 64 lots and combine them into a single estate. Dubbed the Secret of Satoshi Tigon. It sold for $80,000 just because of its desirable location and road access in a game.
Yeah, it's the same thing as owning. You guys ever play Hawaii Hotel? You ever play that? Inside there's a currency, right? There's a currency of gold bars or whatever it is, and you trade furniture.
And you pay real money for it.
And you pay real money for it. Yeah, CS:GO skins, Fortnite skins, Rocket League skins. It exists. So I think it is the future. Yeah.
The thing is, I think the problem why is because I have quite a strong view on all of those anyway. Like I don't buy the digital stuff in general, do I? Unless it's if it's a whole game, I kind of understand the value that's
unless it's a new train in Transport Fever.
No, that's not true. I don't do that either. But like,
just calling you boring.
The whole like skins on Fortnite, I kind of get because you want to make your character with it, but the added value is very minimal. But I guess if other people see value in it, then fair enough.
Whereas from someone who's a gamer, I have the complete opposite opinion. I think if you want to spend money on cosmetics, go ahead. But if it's a game that's pay to win, so something that would add value, if I could make my gun do double damage, I don't want that in a game. I don't want anyone to have that power. Like, if you want to go and pay for cosmetics and support the developers, go ahead. That's like really good. If you're paying for something to change the game, especially in a multiplayer game, that's not good for the game.
Yeah. So I think it will be powerful. I think that's why I say we shouldn't not acknowledge it because it is going to happen. We've seen it in the past. Those who did discredit Bitcoin at the start, will now eat their words. Those who discredited Pokemon cards at the start will eat their words. So.
That NBA Top Shot thing you was on about, the LeBron James sold for $100K.
Yeah, it's mental. It is mental.
But LeBron James.
So yeah, that's interesting. Anyway, Logan Paul, let's speak about this. Like, I think what is different, the biggest difference in terms of us as collectors in the Pokemon hobby is what happened the first time Logan Paul had his break. The prices went berserk, okay? The second time, did anything happen? And I don't think anything did. If anything's happening, it's due to the market in general. And I think this is a great thing. This is the best thing we can take away from this is that it hasn't artificially, increased or decreased any prices. So let's take a look at some of the PWCC recent sales. Now, there are a lot of them. I don't think we're going to get through them all in this podcast. I think it was one of the biggest blocks ever.
I see a Charizard.
Yeah, this is pounds, by the way. So GBP, if anyone watching, this is not USD.
13th of December, that's sold.
Oh, where am I at then? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that's a bit far away.
Let me change this to
Sort by newest?
We're gonna do that. Boomers, mate. Sort. Here we go. Sort.
No, we're not showing ourselves to be very good here, are we?
I
don't understand any of this. I'm an old man.
Okay, here we go. Now, do we go modern to? Okay, let's go modern to.
Let's just look at it.
Yeah. So these are still blowing my mind. By the way, you guys must know how many amazing rares do you guys get through the service, right?
I'm pretty sure you submitted about $9,000.
Yeah. And by the way, I'll say right now, my allocation or what I opened of amazing rares were very off center. The backs were nicked, so I didn't send everything I had, and I still sent a lot. So.
Well, yeah, because you were at the boxes to open on videos and stuff like the one you sent me, didn't you?
Yeah, for the store. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
the great stuff.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed that. But yeah, the Randolph's weren't great.
No, they weren't.
So just to put this into context, though, like this is one card, the more desirable cards from a booster box, which RRP is at £90, and it's graded by PSA, who is the #1 authentication company. But at the end of the day, you can get it graded by PSA at a price at $20, right? So
yeah.
Well, at the time, these would have been graded for like 10.
No, they would have been graded for like $100.
These would have been graded more. Express.
Yeah, but still,
was that
like
how long Vivid was?
That's
wow.
Yeah.
These have come to the market and they've got the value they have because of the quickness they've come to market.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of that value is encompassing the grading fee, so not necessarily the card and the grade.
Yeah, I agree, and I'll say now as well. Even Al have been hurt. The Charizard VMAX we'll see here taking a massive dip, and that's because straight out the bat, those who get it graded quicker will win, right? Because I want to get a Charizard VMAX. I want to get it as soon as possible. I'll pay £300, £400, £500, right? When everyone starts getting their express back, when everyone starts getting their standard back, it's obviously going to drop because people will undercut each other and no one will stick to their price. And then you're exactly right, So I mean, I will have to look at my card. I sent them Express Plus, whatever that fee was, and then I'll look at the price, and after that, accept that.
A Mint 9 Rayquaza sold for £100.
Yeah,
which is crazy because you think the majority will be 10s. Well,
yeah,
but still, a lot of 10s will come back.
This is 160. That's 100. This just shows you also the bidding mentality. A bidding war. We saw Logan Paul win with that. It's the same thing. Look, there's a 10 right here. Who in their right mind, right, would spend £105 for a 9 but not 160 for a 10? Right? Am I crazy or is that fair to say?
You're absolutely right.
This is a bit more accurate, I guess. A bit more. 155 for the Jirachi 10, 65 for the 9. But even 65, right? This person who sold that card can't have made any profit there.
No, none.
The price cost to get graded versus selling it, plus tax, plus shipping, etc. Yeah.
But those ones, they would have made profit on the gems.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, they would.
Yeah, there's no doubt. It's 170 quid for. Is that the standard one as well? It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Not even the cool one. I mean, it's a cool card, but it's not.
It's not the rainbow rare. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see James Marriott cut it in half?
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
ill.
I hate when people do that. I hate when they do that.
So all the PSA 10s have now fallen to £200.
Yeah, this is a big drop, a massive drop. Yeah, and look, this is why because last time we did this, we saw they were dropping a little bit, but there's like 5 of them, 10 of them. Now look, it's like endless.
Spreading it across.
These are 9s as well down here, but still, again, right? If I'm going to be honest, this is still low. Right, this is a weird example, right? So you look at these amazing rares. Say sometimes they could be high, right? Take away the population for a second, right? It's a Charizard VMAX Gem Mint 10 for £200 versus the Mint 9 for 111, a Mint 9 132. If I'm here, I'd be buying up all of these. Right? They're easy to pull. They're not the easiest card to pull. No, because you get you're not guaranteed to get in a box. Whereas amazing rares, you're guaranteed to get 2 in a box. So you get guaranteed, right? So you get 2 in a box. You're not going to get the Rayquaza, you're not going to get the Jirachi, but you're going to get 2, right? 2 out of 6. You got a third. My math's not great. You're going to get a 1 in 3 chance of getting what you want to get. Whereas Charizard VMAX, I think Josh opened like 8 boxes before you got a Charizard VMAX. Obviously, his sample, a small sample size, you don't really know. But if I was looking at this, I'd pick that up and hold. You know what I'm saying? 5 years, 10 years, that card will naturally go back up because it's Charizard, the VMAX. You look at the Charizards now from even Dragon Frontier is a short time away. You look at the Charizards from the Radiant Collection, etc. They're starting to increase. So
yeah, I would agree. £200 is probably a buy price, right?
I think in general, yeah. For those watching, this is how you can expect like a graph to go. Am I going the right way? Right. So fresh out the gate, the price gonna be up here, right, and the price gonna slowly drop, and this is due to how many cards are coming back. It's going to drop and it'll normalize for like 5 years, right? And then at some point, it's going to start doing this again, and you're going to start seeing it go up and up and up. And that's just natural. That's natural. It's not even like a secret. It's just the way things work.
Are you going to invest 200 quid to make 300 quid in 5 years?
I would as a collector. If I want to get this card, I would go and buy this card now and think that's going to go in my collection. It's going to look great on my wall. Great. If I'm going to go, there's better cards to invest in.
Yeah.
You do both though, right? So if you're a collector, then you buy some cards to keep in your collection for long term values. Normally they go up. But then you also have the flip side where you get cards quicker, and therefore you sell them quicker, right? So you have both. That's an interesting one, that Gem Mint 10, isn't it? That bloody amazing.
Yeah.
Rare.
I like the shiny V Charizard.
I like. What did you mean the VMAX one?
The black Charizard above it.
This one here, yeah. I like this one more. I don't know why. I love the VMAX more.
I prefer the shiny rainbow Charizard, the shiny Charizard VMAX
from Fates, right?
Oh, yeah, shiny.
So nice. It's so nice. Yeah. These interesting. This is a really interesting one. Look at this.
£100.
They're everywhere.
Everywhere. You get one on an ETV. You're given one. I have some of these now that I was going to send to you guys, and I've kept them. They're still sealed. And at this price here, you got to do the maths, right? I think I would rather sell my card raw at this price than go and get it graded, wait the time for it to get a 9 potentially, to get a 10, and then sell for £100. I think this card, and then this is the reality we're going to have. This is the reality. This mass, this mass sending to PSA is mass getting back. We have to really understand what may happen, what may not happen. And again, I think it's going to be a decrease like this, but then again, a slow increase. So I think it's really going to be interesting to see what happens in the next 5, 10, 15 years.
But it's very decentralized as well. You have to remember, so this is all in America on PWCC, so the prices will be based on all of that supply in one big go. That doesn't mean there's going to be all that supply on eBay.co.uk. It doesn't mean there's going to be all that supply in the UK and Europe. Like, it's going to be harder to get cards in Germany than it is in the US. The US is the most fluid card market there is.
Yeah. And as an example, and to go off that, I will say honestly right now, and whether people judge it or not, I will not list my Charizard VMAX at £200, £180. I'll consider, obviously, I'll look at the market price and make my changes based on that. But I'm not going to do exactly this because this, right? You've got like how many? 20 Charizards here, say, Mint 9, Gem Mint 10. You've got Logan Paul's event happening at the same time as PWCC. How many people are awake at 4 or 5 a.m. for us bidding on these cards? And remember, these end within seconds from each other. So you're on PWCC, right? You might get all these on here. How many do you have, like you say, on the market? How many do you have in the UK market? It's different. It's going to go up and down. You have to look at each thing. Like you say, PWCC is PWCC. And on the flip side, I see a lot of cards go for low prices on PWCC. That's why I watch it. That's why I bid on it. But at the same time, you see other cards go for a premium because it is PWCC. It's both. I think big cards benefit from PWCC. I think small cards struggle. If I was going to send to PWCC, I would not send these cards. I would never send them to PWCC, but I would send my first edition Charizard because it's going to be a big event, big story, headlines, right? I think that's fair.
So we just confirmed it here that Randolph has a first edition Charizard.
Bro, wish.
He actually got the PSA 10 one from Logan.
Did he?
Yeah.
He bought it with the pedigree. Yeah.
And I was anonymous when I put the pack.
Like the Venusaur V. What the hell are you doing with that, man?
How is that graded so
Venusaur.
fast? Who sent that in?
Why?
Who sent that in? Yeah, I don't know.
This is why they've increased their prices, like, really quickly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but that is the case. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Out
again,
of Champion's Path, I'd probably say Venusaur V is one of the only cards that you would grade.
Well, to be fair, I graded lots of these, but I did it on standard. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to express this. I'm not going to super express this to get it onto
100%.
PWCC block for £30 after, I paid $300 or whatever it
What
is.
did the special delivery Pikachu sell for?
A 9, so £250.
Oh,
This is
nice.
strong, by the way. I like, again, you look at other YouTubers, they'll tell you the same thing. When you get a promo that's exclusive not UK, it's exclusive to English and it's not come from Japan, it's a strong card. And this has been hyped to smithereens, right? This card's been hyped everywhere. It's a good card. I mean, look at it. Special delivery
long
Pikachu.
term, it's got a lot of good
Long
indicators.
term.
Happy little
yeah.
yeah.
Got good indicators.
People are
This will go up and up and up.
Charizard
Yeah.
as well, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I think they would have released that by now. I think they've held it back because of what's going on. I think that would break so many things right now. I think
Like Kim Kardashian, it'd break the internet.
people would kill. Literally, I think they would kill for that card. It's dangerous. Charizard 10 here, not staff, just pre-release promo, 336. And again, that's strong, man. Like, compare this to like this, and then to the shiny. I know the shiny is hard to pack and stuff, but this one, where is it? This one is it's like a 1 in 4 chance from a build and battle kit that we're going for like £75. I think this is not good price, to be honest. Got some CGC 9s, 9.5s, 8.5s.
Oh,
We
Black
finally-
Label,
yeah,
Shiny
there you
Star
go.
V.
Shiny Star V is here 2,000. That's less than last month, I think. Although they labeled it wrong last time, didn't they? They called it Cantonese. It wasn't.
Yeah.
That is Cantonese. How this
one.
is crazy. This is straight out of an ETV. Oh, is that that's a Japanese
That's
one?
the
Okay,
Japanese promo,
Japanese
yeah.
promo. Yeah, I was gonna say, how on earth has anyone got that back that fast?
See, those 10s, CGC 10s, I would say are quite cheap.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
those, like, the CGC, like a 9.5 is the equivalent to, well, in CGC's opinion, the
Yeah.
CGC is 9.5 is a PSA 10. Like, I don't think that will always be the crossover, but a 10 CGC in their theory should always cross over to a PSA 10, right?
yeah.
Should.
I mean, even here, this is pristine 10. This is. Well, I don't know how this works. How can you get a pristine 10 without subgrades? Or do they just not show you the good subgrades?
I think they just don't show it, because it's like, it is a 10. Everything's 10.
Yeah, you pay extra, I think. This is strong.
Oh,
That's-
but that's weird, because the PSA one sold for £100 more than the equivalent CGC one.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's going to
Shots.
it.
No,
Yeah.
I know, yeah. I just don't like their label. It makes me angry.
I love this card. I pulled this the other day. I'm still waiting to get mine back from you lot. Well, not from you lot, but from PSA. You know when the
Oh,
by the
sorry,
way,
let's expedite your order.
nah. You remember when I sent all those cards in from the Hidden Fates like reprint with all the
Yeah.
dents in? I saw someone open CJ actually from my Discord. He opened the new reprint, and my ones before were like tiny. He got this big, right? Let me get a card. I've got a card right here. Okay, here's a card, right? Right. Say like Igglybuff's face there
Yeah.
is an ink ball.
No.
That was bro. That was on the card. It's mental. I'll try and get it. Show you next week or something. Or I'll show you. It's crazy. So yeah, I don't know, but still, Hidden Fates. Look, Cynthia, £232. Incredible. This card's actually held up quite well. I think it's held up quite well. You look at the Champions Path Charizard, the Rainbow, the Shiny V, 500, 600. You look at this now, still 1,100, still going strong. And this is, it's a harder card to pull. It just is, like, just due to maths, you know.
I think Hidden Fate's going to be one of the most expensive sets over the next 5 years. I don't think it matters what comes out. I think Hidden Fate's going to hold its value.
Look at this.
It was the refresh of the Pokemon TCG. Like
it was. It's the modern base set, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Look at that, £200 for Charmeleon Baby Shiny.
That ridiculous Lily card as well that just sells for like stupid money.
Yeah, this one is a different one. This is a Chinese one. But that artwork,
Chinese?
Yeah, that artwork in Japanese sold last block for like $7,000 or something.
Yeah.
You got the screen promos here. The Ray Charizard.
So what's the overall opinion on the market right now then? So it's just leveling off, it's maturing.
Evolutions, man.
What?
Evolutions.
Is it going bigger? And...
No, look at the amount of Charizards. There's no tens.
No,
yeah, there's no tens.
Never is there?
One here.
Oh, there is one.
3,900, yeah.
Grand.
Still a mega increase to
look
2 months
at the price
ago.
difference between that and a 9.
9, yeah.
It's horrid.
9's are impossible.
But I think look at this card. It's just a hollow, isn't it? It's just a hollow from Evolutions. Like, I think that's still a strong price for a 9, to be honest.
Mm.
Maybe not now buying like £800 for a box, but I don't know. I did a video, right, saying can you make profit from Evolutions? I did it when it was £180. Oh, sorry, pounds. And I did it when it was $500. I spent £180 for an entire box. Got the Charizard in it. So this is £180. You get a 9 back for £232. Like that's why the box has gone berserk, because pretty much make your money back if you get the Charizard. Anyway, no matter with the rest of the full arts, the secret rares, etc. So to answer your question,
that's the problem.
I don't know where it's going. I still can't really.
Because Logan Paul last time, like you rightly said, had a big impact on the market prices. Everyone went mad for it for 2 weeks. That hasn't happened again, like because the market. Well, the market's bigger than him now, right? Like, So it's gone beyond Logan's influence. Although he will have an influence, I think it's not up to him now to push the prices. I think it's now market forces that will push these prices.
I agree, and that's what we want, right? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
If you're an owner of your card, it was very nice to see when Logan Paul came into the game. Oh, my $5,000 card, which is already ridiculous, is now worth $20,000, right? It's nice, but it's not nice for the person who buys that $20,000 card and it goes to $5,000 afterwards, you know. So what we want is, if you're a investor in Pokemon, if you're a collector, you want your cards to naturally go up over time, and be true and be fair in the market. That's what we would all ask for. But yeah, this is really interesting. I think this is the second. They did a weird thing. They had like 2 blocks. They had a main block and then a secondary block. This is a secondary block. I saw this right at £13,000. Not this card, I don't think. But I saw it at £13,000, and I was sat there on the chat like, $13,000, that's a decent price, you know. And I was like, should I get that? I started this evening trying to not buy any cards. I don't want to spend a pound on it. I was like, if a card is like worth getting, I'll get it. So I saw this, I was like, $13,000. And Josh was like, get it then. And I was like, no. Anyway, I chickened out. I chickened out.
All the time.
But in the last second, it did go up to like, it went up. I was going to say, if that went for $13,000, someone's got a decent price, I think.
I still think that's a good price for it.
I do.
Like, it's one of the most rare and desirable Charizards. It's the black Charizard. You know, there isn't many Charizards like that. It's a gold star.
It's better than the shiny Charizard in terms of artwork, isn't it?
Right?
Yeah. Like,
seeing the shiny Charizard actually, like, his face, breathing fire, is banging.
Yeah, I think it's one of the better Charizard cards, and especially from that era.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, I'm surprised it's not hitting more in many ways. Like, I know that sounds silly considering where the market was, but I am kind of half surprised. Because
and that's why we got to stick into it. You know, look at Pokemon right now. Pokemon just did their 25th anniversary celebrations, right? They had Post Malone doing a live virtual concert. Like, he's one of the biggest artists in the entire world, giving up his time to do a concert for Pokemon. Of course, he got compensated. He'll do it for his reasons. But Post Malone in Pokemon, Katy Perry in Pokemon, J Balvin in Pokemon, one of the biggest artists. And, you know, these are the biggest artists in the world. Pokemon is not going anywhere. So if you own any of these cards, these WotC era cards, these original Nintendo EXs, these Gold Stars, in populations of 100, 216, you've got something special. Like, and no,
right.
That gold star torch you got, Tom, is stonks, mate. But yeah, if you think of it like that, like, you know, you look at these new Charizards. These new Charizards are still worth £500 with 5,000 tens, right? So what about these incredibly
and they're
rare?
continually being graded.
Yeah.
And like there will be more supply over the next 2-3 years in collection boxes,
Yeah.
or whatever the hell. These things are finite now. There's probably not going to be many more of them. So,
Well, I don't know about the Gold Star Beasts. No.
Well, you remember that? Look at this though. Remember the gift that went around of the book, the guy who got given or found all of those gold stars, right? This card was a joke for a long time. Now it's back up to £500 or £400 for a 9.
I really want to see what that Charizard X sold for.
That's the reason I'm not scrolled down, because I
You're
wanted to wait.
holding
I wanted to wait.
Why
Like
are you
Connor.
holding that?
Here we go.
No, you're holding that. Oh, big.
Big.
I bought that for 300 about a year and a half and a bit ago.
I'm just saying, at that price, that Rayquaza. Look at it. That Rayquaza
I bought a 9 for 1,500.
Oh,
Yeah, but what? Just trying to get a 10.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Buy that for £6 and crack it, because that 10 is like
it's 45.
it's like what, 70 grand or something?
yeah. Especially dollars. It's weird. It's a weird one, and then that's what I'm saying, right? So 6,000 for the Rayquaza 9. You got Charizard up here for 16. Rayquaza's a sick Pokemon. I liked Rayquaza. I'd rather Rayquaza catch up Charizard in terms of the premium, but Charizard is Charizard, so it's a good price.
and that's a really good Charizard. Like, it's an 8. It's 8-tier Charizard. Like, there are bad Charizards.
Well, it's the same rarity as well. Both gold stars. Like, you know what I mean? Not one is rarer than the other.
Yeah.
In that aspect.
There's still opportunity in every single aspect of this. That's what I would say. Go after the right cards in the right grades. There's still places where money could still be used well, and you could still grow your collection smartly.
I agree.
Like, there's definitely, and there's many examples. There's cards I would steer way clear of, and I can't go through every single one of those. But my perspective might be different to Randolph's and Tom's. And then there are also cards that I know exactly. If you gave me £100,000 right now, I know exactly. And your only aim was to increase value. Your only aim.
You know where to go.
Exactly which ones to pick up.
Yeah, and I think that's the big point as well. Don't let Logan Paul scare you in terms of the increases, but also don't let him scare you in terms of the decreases. You know what I'm saying? Logan Paul is now shone a light on this fantastic hobby that we all take part in. Now it's up to us, and if you came in from Logan's Hive, if you came in from Gary Vee, or however you came in, now it's up to you to do the groundwork in the research. You know what I'm saying? Go and watch the OGs, the Gem Mint Pokemons, go and watch their videos, study the hobby, and start now to realize what the cards are at.
No, you're right. Absolutely, you're right.
Yeah.
That one's mad because the population on that is so big.
Well, what is the population? Do you know?
Oh, it's 400 plus, man. It's so big.
Yeah. I mean,
but
Team Rocket for a long time was considered a bit of a not a joke, but it was always like one of the lesser sets, right? When you're looking at someone's in what series now, the cool set to go to is Team Rocket. All these YouTubers and streamers are breaking Team Rocket because it is Team Rocket.
The booster box went for more than the Fossil in the Jungle, which is saying a lot.
Yeah, especially for people who was in the community for a while. But at the end of the day, I've always been shocked at Jungle and Fossil because it's not. They're not. In my opinion, they're not great sets at all. Yeah, they're boring. Whereas Team Rocket is Team Rocket. You know what I'm saying? It's like such iconic characters, iconic in the Pokemon world. It's Team Rocket, mate.
I like Jungle. That's why I've got the no symbols. But I had to get the no symbols because I wanted something different. Like, I agree. The normal Jungle is pretty boring. Yeah.
Why does Ancient Mew sell for money?
yeah. But again, this is the whole thing of like casual collectors versus investors and old school guys, right? Like, you come in the game now, you look at Evolutions, you're thinking, right, so instead of spending 20 grand on base set, I can go and spend at the time, say £200, £300 on base set 3, on Evolutions. Wow, I can get that same experience. I can hunt that Charizard. You look at the Ancient Mew, look at all these cards, right? All these first editions, then look at this card. That stands out, doesn't it? It's completely different. So if you're coming into the game as a casual, you have no idea about population, you have no idea what you want, you just want a card that looks good on your wall, you go for that card. And nostalgia. Everyone got given this at the movie theater, right?
I spoke about this, I don't know, on Pokemon 102, shout out to him, a video. I've been having fun over there, chatting the markets and stuff, supply and demand video, and I spoke about how these new collectors have come in, and they're a lot more agile, and they're seeing opportunities that old school collectors can't, because in the back of the red they've got the pricing all wrong. You know what I mean? Like, just naturally you have, because you're used to those prices. But
And we're gonna lose out because of that.
agreed. And all these agile new collectors are coming in. They're picking up cards where they see opportunity, and they're winning by doing that. You know.
Yep.
They're playing this like a market, and I don't think old school collectors did it like that.
No.
I would say there's collectors who've come in since March this year who now have more impressive collections than me, because they've just been more agile, and they've gone out there and bought stuff, and they've sold it, and then they bought it and then kept it. So
Yeah, well, I mean,
Probably not better than Randolph's collection.
no, Randolph's collection is. You've definitely got a better collection than me now, right? Yeah.
well, at
Without
PSA
playing Charizard.
potentially, not here.
Nah, it's not coming back, mate.
yeah.
Not to anyone else, but just Randolph.
Just Randolph,
Well,
yeah,
look
yeah.
behind his head. Like he's got booster boxes galore behind
Well,
him.
half of them are empty. I've only got 4 sealed ones there.
Don't break the. Don't break the.
Don't break the character, yeah. But what I'll say as well, me and Josh are always chatting, right? And he'll always say to me, like, why is this card like not worth? Well, he'll say like, this card's worth like £300, and I'm like, bro, it's trash. I'm saying it's trash. It's like that card was worth nothing for 5 years. And he's like, well, yeah, now it's not though. Like him looking at it with fresh eyes, it's not. And I miss out on situations like that, you know. So there's a bit of both.
Agree.
But then someone will make a mistake and go buy something that's worth nothing, and I'll go and buy something that I know is true and do well. So it's like, but this is always slowly merging, right? And then what will happen is it'll merge, right? The new school guys now will merge with the old school guys, and then what will happen is it'll be the 30th anniversary, and Pokemon will release like a Charizard Triple Axel Mega Ice Skating Shiny, right? VMAX,
I'd pay any amount of money for that.
Triple Axel
Charizard and ice skating.
You had to bring up ice
Dude.
skating, didn't you?
Honestly,
Do you know ice skating?
Ice skating's like my favorite hobby.
Oh wow.
Not Pokemon
Yeah.
collecting.
Not Pokemon, bro.
No, ice skating any day.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
Pokemon's full of people that just ask too many questions. Ice skating people leave me alone because I go too fast.
there'll be some new kids on the block, and all these cards right now will be worth double what these are. This what's happening now will happen again. There'll be some kid who's born right on TikTok who's the new Logan Paul, right? He'll come and do another live stream with another box. This will happen again, But it's not financial advice. Don't blame me if it doesn't.
just put that in at the end.
Bro, I thought you'd guaranteed me this ice skating Charizard.
Brilliant.
Sorry, no, I can't comment on that. I love this card. It's so cool. Got some Japanese
This isn't
now.
financial advice. Is that a PSA 9 for 600 quid?
Yeah, but look at this though. This is still like
that's a bargain. That's what you know what I mean. Like that hard is so hard to grade in a 10.
Yeah.
And just having the 9 is brilliant. Like I would,
Yeah.
I would say that's a bargain.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gym Hero. If you're buying, buy Gym Heroes.
look at this.
No investment in that one was.
No,
Was that a kind of shill?
well, I can't
But
advise
no.
on anything then, can I? So that's not fair.
You've already got like 5 sets.
It kind of owns every single PSA 10 of Gym Heroes
No, I
out there.
don't- I
But no,
can't.
no.
You got like 5 sets of what's it?
I've watched
Max?
it, yes. Yeah.
Wait, no,
No,
you
it's
do you
less
even
than
have
that.
that. You got 3.
Jungle, Gym, Neo Destiny, Team Rocket.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about Gym Heroes.
Yeah. So 4.
Apart from the secret one that you mentioned on Pokemon.
That's the stuff I'll never share, unfortunately. But
But I think it's a
Go
great
for my
price.
basic first boxes.
no,
I would have probably bid on
Yeah,
this if I was awake or watching.
That's cheap, right?
Yeah, my opinion is. This
I
is
love the
a
Rockets
joke.
Mewtwo card. I don't know why it's in widescreen,
£130.
but
Are you mad? Like, what is this price compared to the modern Charizards we saw a minute ago?
That's why it doesn't add up.
It don't
doesn't.
add
Those
up.
prices
It don't
don't
add
add
up.
up. Like you've
This
got
as
brand
well.
new Charizards that are still going out, still at PSA.
Charizard
That you,
doesn't.
that you get
300
free in
quid.
ETV, yeah.
Yeah, and they're going for the same price as a PSA 9 cracked
Yeah.
out of a booster box.
Yeah, but it's Charizard.
So I bought one of
it's
these, but I
not.
didn't buy this
We
one.
made a video actually last year called Charizard Tax.
You
It
took it out.
applies apparently.
Yeah.
It does apply, but it doesn't mean you can't use it as a factor to weigh it up. And it's very obvious to me.
This
Very
price hasn't
fluctuating.
moved. That's what I say. This price hasn't really moved because I was looking for months to go and get my 10 Charizard, and I was thinking if I got the 10, what would I sell my 9 for? And it was around this price. At least I think it was.
Thing is, the new Charizard's rarer than the old Hollows at the moment because the new ones aren't back yet. Yes, they're all at PSA.
Yeah.
They will
But they're
be.
not yet.
The
Yeah,
long term value and the fundamentals are against it.
Yeah, but it doesn't
against
matter.
the
This is
PSA
what we said earlier. It doesn't matter. People want to pay it now because they want that card now.
potentially, yeah.
But that's the only reason it's sold.
Yeah, these are still low. Look at this. I'd say, guys,
Slowking.
go have some fun in Japan, man. Look at this. Like £200 for 10 Slowking, one of the best artworks ever, in my opinion.
Also one of the hardest cards to grade in English.
In English,
Look
yeah.
at that in a 10 in English. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Tough version.
When are you gonna have them?
These are this is still the second block, by the way. Which doesn't just diminish it at all. It just
Bloody hate that Lapras.
it's because the teeth.
Yeah. Plus, I can't stop pulling the blooming thing.
Oh, and China Face.
Yeah.
It's interesting
Ooh,
as well.
Shadowless 9, $6,000.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I can't remember what I
It's
paid for mine. I think it might
interesting
be less.
They went for less.
Probably, I think so.
So how do I put it? So it's interesting as well that the more prominent Pokemon, I feel they're leaving behind the less prominent ones. So, like, I think there was always an added value or a premium, right, for your Gengars, your Charizards, your blah blah blahs. But I now think that they are now moving again further away from Erica's Dragonair was £700. The Rocket Cypher, the Sprinter's Gengar, I know they're low pops. The Moltres, the more.
Yeah.
The bigger Pokemon, people who know their names, they are leaving again, moving forward again in their own price brackets, which we've never seen. And Pikachu, of course.
Well, most cards that I've sent to you guys, if you consider those to be the lesser cards, like even like a holo, right? A holo from Vivid Voltage or a holo from something, those cards that I sent to you will be like Lugia, Mew, Celebi. You know what I'm saying? They'll be big Pokemon because that there is that's their fan favorites, right? So someone's not going to look at the population. Someone's not going to look at anything else other than that artwork is sick. It's graded a 9. It's graded a 10. I want that in my collection. That's what you have to look at as well. That's at the end of the day why Charizard is so expensive. That's why Lugia is so expensive. Because they're favorite they are favorites. So yeah, you're completely right.
Yeah, the premium Pokemon. It's interesting as well because it kind of makes you feel like people aren't doing their research, so therefore they're paying these massive premiums. But that's rather cheap, isn't it?
That 800, yeah. I must have not even seen that one. I would have bid on that. I think I did. I think I missed that by like $10.
Oh, Shadowless is so much nicer than Unlimited.
It is so much. Let me look at that compared to this. Honestly, and then what Shadowless is so good because it gives you the first edition feel of the card without the symbol. It's the same card. It's the same card without the symbol. Whereas Unlimited is not the same card with the shadow. I don't think people understand this. Like Shadowless in first edition Shadowless. Unlimited is not just those with a shadow on the card. The font's different. Yeah, the HP is different. The card stock on the back's different. There's so many different things about it.
The colours are different as well, like considerably.
I mean, look at this. You're gonna pay it's £400 for a 9 Venusaur. Like, but look at this Poliwrath for 250 and Venusaur for 400. What? Really interesting. You got Charizards here again. I'm not sure exactly what I paid for my 9, but I think might have dipped a little bit. But again, like long term, I'm still happy. And again, I'm just trying to replace what I lost. Sad.
It's going to be interesting to see where the market goes now. I'm very happy that Logan Paul doesn't have this massive impact. Hopefully, it means that the market's stabilising a bit. There's more market fundamentals. There's more card value fundamentals. Collectors and investors are understanding the values better. Whereas I think before people were scared. What do you call it? FOMO?
FOMO. Fear of missing out, yeah.
There was defo that FOMO at the end of the Logan Paul stream. People were like, I'm never going to be able to buy these Pokemon cards ever again. Buy everything I can. And then it all went crazy. And I think people have learned. They've learned from that experience. Some people got stung big.
Are broke.
Yeah, they did.
But no, well, some people, it's hard times in general. I think we forget that outside
No,
of the
I mean,
Pokemon
because
world.
they've spent all their money on from the last Logan Ball thing. That was only a few months ago.
Yeah, that's very true. And you got to remember, a lot of these cards are going for people's paychecks, like for their monthly incomes, like and that's to just swap a whole month's work for that near mint 8 Shadowless is a big a big thing.
And just going back, like, what was it, $35,000 to get a pack of Logan Paul's first edition break? If you didn't get them, like Collector's Go, for example, if you didn't get this in a 10, it's like he's lost like 30 grand.
And he's there.
And he's there, yeah. But yeah, you're totally right. You're totally right.
So he was able to sell all those packs for the cost of a PSA 9 first edition Charizard, and all those people knew that they weren't getting a first edition Charizard.
Doesn't have the Logan Paul pedigree stamp.
I don't know if a 9 would, right?
Obviously.
No, it wouldn't. Only 10s.
Just a 10s, yeah.
which hurts even more. So you've not even lost out a little bit because you got a 9. You don't even get the Logan Paul pedigree because you don't deserve it because you got the 9.
Yeah.
God, that would hurt.
Yeah. Your card's not good enough.
No.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, you didn't get the card. I hope Fairy Dog gets one.
The fairy dot. We don't get the. It's not hollow. It's only hollow PSA 10s.
Is it? Oh, I might have to ring up then.
This is a strong price, and I actually agree totally with this price because this is such a hard card to pull. It's so hard to pull. Even in comparison to the Charizard V, you know, from Champions Path.
I've been wanting to pull that card.
Yeah.
I've literally bought more stuff just in the hope it's got Vivid Voltage in it because I do want.
Yeah.
I want that card.
It's so nice. Look at this, by the way. Look at this, right? This
Not
shows you here.
Sorry,
Artwork. How strong the artwork is because this is a full art.
Full art V Pikachu.
So much easier to pull than a
That.
VMAX. Did you get it, Connor?
Yeah,
I think he's pulled one of the Pikachus. I don't think he pulled the Rainbow Rare.
I'm not gonna lie. I've not really looked at my cards in a long time. Been quite busy with other people's cards.
Yeah.
So,
But wait,
Oh yeah,
right.
guys. Just if you want to talk about a great gem thing, just so you know, we're gonna have to pay the new price for all that grading because on your cards.
Because you never sent them in.
Yeah.
Oh no. But I mean, if you're looking at opening night, this is why there's such an issue right now with supply of modern packs. Like, why would I go and spend, right, 500 quid, 600 quid to get a first edition Gym Heroes Gym Challenge pack to get a 9 that's worth like £150, right? And it's hard to get 10. Whereas I can go and open Vivid Voltage. I mean, I guess you could say it's easy to pull a hollow, right? Yeah, it does. You're right. It doesn't. And then, like, you know, this card's fresh out of the box is going to be a lot easier to get 10. Just because the nature of the cards now, that you know,
this is out of one of your error boxes.
And it's out of one of my boxes, and yeah. But then you're gonna get a really nice miscut.
If you can spot it doesn't make sense though, that means it will change. Like fundamentals, it always goes back to the fundamentals, and everyone always forgets this. It always goes back. Oh, there we go.
Oh, he's ran away. He's ran away and left us in charge of the podcast.
Well, the guys, grade your cards, graded gem. Go do that.
Yeah, go follow Grady Grad on base at Tom on Instagram.
Grady Grad on base at Tom.
Damn it.
Go do that, guys. We've taken over the stream. Let's go.
We should be doing that anyway. You know, it didn't take me to leave for you to do that. Go and follow Grady Gem everywhere.
That's so funny. Yeah,
Actually,
subscribe
my
to our
window's getting
YouTube channel
warm.
because
Getting
like
cold.
it's dying a death at the moment, apart from update videos. So if you can go on our channel, that'd be really appreciated.
I open packs on Sundays. You can watch that if you get bored of everything else.
Could be a reason.
I hate you so much.
That was
I'm handing
cold.
in my resignation.
I'm
Live on
cold.
stream.
so sorry. I'm sorry.
This is crazy, to be fair. Like,
I got so confused then at the label change. My brain didn't comprehend what was going on.
what's that? What's the card?
Well, it was the Becky one that confused me. I was like, that doesn't have a label.
Did you guys see on it, by the way? I mean, I think someone got like a black label, but it wasn't black label. Like, they got 10 subgrades, but it wasn't black label. Crazy.
You'd be
Yeah, so again, like, this is the original block, you know what I'm saying? So this is the actual original now.
Who's selling sealed cases on PWCC?
I know, I
Like,
don't get that.
I'm a scalper.
This is a good price, though. This is like good. This is a good price.
Clip that. Yo, clip what he
I'm a
just said.
scalper. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
and we'll use that as a meme. Whenever he says anything, we'll just put it in. We'll just, that's sick.
That's like Toy Story, you know, you pull like Woody's string.
Yeah.
Whenever you put a cool card now, I'm just going to edit that in. That'll be sick. When I have time to edit.
You don't edit. You don't know how.
I know how to edit. That's not fair.
You don't know how to properly
I
edit.
dragged the video into the bar. Yeah,
Look at this one.
£18.50. Waste of blood.
This is £30. Well, obviously £30 postage just to UK, but
Oh, talking about
Here we go.
scalpers and these cards.
Big.
I saw the best thing on Facebook. You know the Venusaur and Blastoise theme decks?
stuff. Yeah. Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, someone was trying to sell them for £35
30
plus
quid,
£3
yeah.
postage. And like they're 14 quid available in Tesco right now.
Yeah, even on
Like-
Pokemon, I checked our stock. We've got like 80 left, just sat there.
Yeah.
For like 14 quid, and like,
But I
Where did we
saw
buy
it
that?
and we just got back from Tesco and the only thing in stock was those.
yeah.
And it's like,
yeah.
shut up.
And that's the case of someone coming in thinking Pokemon's booming, right? Thinking,
Yeah.
wait, hold on, Blastoise and Venusaur are Gen 1 starters. I'm gonna buy 1,000 of them, and then don't understand that it's a theme deck, you know. You got to laugh because those people are just those people. To be fair, those people deserve to lose money. If I'm being honest.
Shots fired.
Was that the Eternatus black and gold card I saw up there?
Black and gold? Is that what?
Oh
No, it was Asian. So that was from Shiny
That's the
V.
cool
It was
one.
Yeah,
Asian.
I was going to say, because I got the Eternatus set of Shining Fates, so I was super excited about that.
Nice, isn't it? Did you get the
It's a
VMAX or the
nice
V?
card. They look so good. V Max, I think.
I think I pulled like 3 of the V like gold cards, but not the VMAX. Like,
Yeah,
I just want
I
a
think I
VMAX.
pulled the V Max, and I was like, damn.
Did you know? Fun fact, by the way. Someone told me on my Discord. Did you know? This is not trying to promote Pokemon either, but you know the Vault X binders, the 12-page ones. If you get Hidden Fates and Shining Fates, they'll both fit perfectly as a master set in that entire binder. That's actually kind of interesting, isn't it? Like,
What?
That's a good reason to
In
buy
one
them.
binder?
one binder for it's like 12. It's like 480 pages, 480 slots or something like that.
Oh,
And
damn.
it'll perfectly fit.
yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Not perfectly, but it'll just be about like you'll fit it in at least.
Because Shining Fates is the most secret rares ever in a
Yeah.
Pokemon English set, I think. Is that
Yeah,
right?
but I think it's because the original sets are small, right? So like Vivid Voltage and stuff like that is like 180,
Yeah.
and Cosmic Eclipse like 230. Main set cards, then you got to get the reverse hollows minus the full arts. Whereas Hidden Fate, Shining Fate, it's like a 70 card set, isn't it? Like the original one.
Yeah, and then it
So you-
goes up to like
yeah.
390 or something.
On the back end, yeah. So you got to get the first 70 reverse hollow of those, and then you got to just get the shiny. So to be fair, it makes sense, but that'd be quite a satisfying thing to do. Get both those sets together. I don't know what this
While
is.
we're here, I want to.
What?
What's going on with Shining Fates? Like,
Yeah.
is it as popular as ever? Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
Shining Fates banging, man.
yeah,
it
it's
is,
done really well overall.
I mean, I've got this
I
taste in my
can't stop
mouth
buying
where, because of the release, because we aren't getting any, I'm a bit bitter with it. But in terms of honestly, like it's doing crazy numbers, and then also people just love it.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I did a Shining Fates versus Hidden Fates video to try and like not to try and do anything, but like to try and just show what the sets are like. And I was expecting Hidden Fates to be amazing and Shining Fates to suck. In the 12 packs, Hidden Fates was awful and Shining Fates was incredible. Like so much more fun in that set. But again, that's a small sample size. It was 12 packs each. You never know. But yeah, it was as fun for
Well,
sure.
when I do my streams, if I switch to Shining Fates or from Shining Fates, it changes even my like viewership dramatically.
Wow,
People
yeah.
want to watch Shining Fates.
That's incredible. Yeah,
Like it changed it by like 33%.
well, maybe one day I'll open it.
Just come around, man. I've got loads.
yeah. I'm a scalper now.
Yeah, go put that in. Put that in. It's all being open Sunday.
I'm
got-
tuning in.
I think this Sunday I've got 5 Elite Trainer boxes to open.
Nice. Oh, what we did?
Something.
Mini tins are dropping, and we got a lot of those. So I'm just gonna open 2 packs each time. Mini tins. But
The
yeah, now I'm
mini
gonna
tins
tune
are
in. I need
cool,
to tune into these streams.
What is the other product that was pretty cool with? The normal tins. I need to get the normal tins because I need all the promo boys.
Yeah.
The Cramorant, the orange.
They're actually nice as well. Yeah.
The Bolt. Is it
This
Bolton
still
did one
doing
of them as
crazy.
well? I think. The doggy.
Yeah, Bolton. Yeah.
Oh man, Cosmic Eclipse is up there.
Yeah, I
You
love this.
okay?
It's a
Do
great
you
set.
need support looking through all the Cosmic Eclipse?
I'm fine, mate.
I'm
Doing
fine.
well, to be fair.
Anyway,
Have
we
you-
could be here all night looking at PWCC, right?
But yeah, absolutely could. But I think in general it just shows good market health. There's still opportunity that if you know where to look. So I think in general it's looking pretty clean, looking pretty good.
A lot of
that's
these
a
cards
common
are Sun and
card.
Moon and Sword and
I know.
Shield era. How about we
Take
go
all
back a bit
sides.
further though and go, I don't
Ooh.
know, Diamond and Pearl?
Oh, let's go. Let's go. So, what's happened, Tom?
Pokemon did a thing where there was like, oh, here's a million new games, including the remakes that everybody's been asking for. Generation 4, they've released, or will be releasing, a remake of Diamond and Pearl. Is it Brilliant Diamond or Brilliant Pearl? Something
Brilliant
like that.
Diamond and Shining Pearl.
That's the
I'm
one.
trying to
I read
find the
something that
official.
everyone's been waiting for this for ages, and then they've been crapping on it. Is that correct?
Oh, no, everyone's waited for Gen 4, like
No, but
remakes
I've-
forever. There's not enough known, I don't think, about the remakes.
Pokemon fans just don't know what they want, right? They
Yeah.
spend all
agreed.
these years complaining. They get given exactly what they asked for, and they're like, "No, it's not good enough. I don't like it." It's just let's wait for it to come out. First,
Right. That's another clip. Whoever's editing this. Right, so now we've got
Well,
Tom
no
and
one.
Randolph.
no one's in it.
Well, that is true.
But no. So the issue is that let's watch the trailer first. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's
do
go.
it.
Let's go. I
Well,
keep saying that now in the videos. It's
Let's go.
He's just copied everything you've done, Ratata.
yeah.
Come on. That's fine. We can be friends.
That looks really old. Why would they have a Nintendo DS?
Just watch your boomer, mate.
I hate this guy.
Oh, even the music, man. Oof, takes me back.
I had one of them.
What's your phone? Nintendogs.
You just use the calculator up. That's right.
I love that bit.
Did they just use a Piplup against the Shinx?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm loving the animations. Is that Phoenix? Jeez.
Yeah, so we'll late this year.
I approve. Oh.
Yeah.
Wait
So
a
big
second.
things-
Isn't there meant to be more DLC for Sword and Shield?
No, not
That's it.
confirmed.
That's it.
Oh, there's not another expansion pass?
Not yet. There might be one, but it's not announced. Not to our knowledge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there we go.
I
So the
really
interesting
like the look
things.
of this.
Yeah, so the interesting thing to take away is that this is going to be people have always asked for a remake, right? But then people complain when the remakes happen that Game Freak don't put enough time into their own games. So this is being developed by a completely different studio, developed by ILCA right there. So different studios developing this game. I think Masuda is still going to be involved as one of the game's directors, but they are saying this is going to be a pretty much 100% copy or scale or remake to the originals. We don't know what it means yet, if it's going to have like Wi-Fi capabilities or the same, end game, the same connectivity with Sword and Shield. But it is a remake. It's what people asked for. It's a complete remake. The art style is different. So now you've got this like
nice.
chibi,
I like
chibi
it.
style. Yeah, it's grown on me. At first, I was shocked. This scene here, when it goes from, it goes from normal, the old game to this like weird little like character. I was like, what the hell? But it's grown on me a lot. I like the
it's
direction. Yeah, game
I'm
footage
actually
not
going to
final.
be a bit controversial and say I actually prefer that to the new games. I know the new games have more detail in them,
Yeah.
and they've got. I actually prefer that because that's more Pokemon to me.
Got
Like
you.
the whole
Okay,
look down
boomer.
a bit and like,
Said, okay, boomer.
no, but I relate more to that.
Yeah.
Like so, therefore,
Well, if you wanted a remake, that's
That's
what
what.
I
Yeah,
like.
Yeah,
So I
I'm-
agree with you on
yeah.
that.
I'm glad
Yeah.
they didn't make a brilliant diamond in the Sword and Shield style.
Yeah.
Because
That's what
if I
people were
wanted
worried
to play
about,
Sword
yeah.
and Shield,
I
I'll
play
go
Sword
play
and
Sword and
Shield,
Shield. Yeah,
I agree with you. For this, so much better. If they would have gone and made Sword and Shield like this, I would have been like, could done better.
Exactly,
And if they
because-
make the next
yeah.
original game in that style, I'll be like, what are you doing? But for a remake, no, I fully agree.
Yeah,
No,
it's
that's
so dangerous, right? So dangerous to like want a company to continue to remake games and focus on the old stuff, but then complain about Sword and Shield. So I think what they've done correctly this time is separated it, right? So this new studio is going to go and remake the old games. Say they're going to work on remaking it, copying it over, and then Game Freak are going to work on the new, the new games. One of which is what we'll watch right now. Should we watch
that's
Pokemon
me.
Legends one? Come
That's
on,
it, me. And you're
there he is.
recommended?
Tom collects Pokemon Legends. Actually, I'll just click the channel. Yeah, so they announced 2 games, which is what we were not expecting, and I think this completely blew us away.
And I've heard nothing but good things about this next one.
This is really exciting. This is really good. This is Pokemon Arceus, a familiar region, a new story. So let's give this a watch. And this is completely new to you, Connor, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't care.
No, I do care. Sorry, I do care. Sorry.
Yeah, I get you.
This is a tale from a long, long time ago,
It's not
when the
that, is it?
Sinnoh region was still only a
In a
vast
galaxy
wilderness.
far, far away.
A certain village bustled with the comings and goings of people, while in the mountains and seas, Pokemon roamed as they pleased.
Ooh, grass. Ooh, more grass. Oh, more
Look,
grass.
you can do a, you can do a
No,
little
look,
flip.
this is cool, man.
Oh, okay, that is cool.
Yeah.
So like they react to what? Raw, I thought that hit the player. Just look glide your character.
Just a random trio. Bro, I'm so excited for this game. I
I don't know.
can't wait for this game.
God has returned.
Pokemon Legends,
What?
God. In early 2021,
gonna say,
22, sorry.
I was going to say Palkia when he turned up, but I thought it'd really annoy you too. So
Would ya?
I just like, boom.
Yeah, I was like, oh look, it's Palkia. Just like really annoying. Okay, so you two are like hyped for this, obviously, like you're crazy about it, and all I saw was a load of grass. What I'm gonna say though is actually, like I get it, you're playing in the real world, so you get to throw a Pokemon ball at it at the Pokemon. Yeah, I get that. This is early access 2022, so there's a lot of development right that we haven't seen.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So this is just like a sneak peek into new gameplay developments. This is nothing about
I think
how the
for,
game
I
will-
think for Pokemon fans as well, the fact that we're actually getting some lore and some backstory.
Yeah, that's what-
that bangs. Like,
As soon as you heard that
because
girl
Pokemon,
start
it's just been
talking,
like,
yeah.
monster. It's
Yeah,
like, what?
yeah. So what's happening is we're gonna get the remake, and then we're gonna get this completely new like adventure that we've never like seen before. And just to make it clear as well, at least I'm assuming this is not gonna change the development of say the next Sword and Shield, right? Because this game here is a single player game. It's not online. There's no online connectivity. It's a single player game. So this
Yeah,
is
it's a
not going to
free
be.
roam.
Yeah, it's not going to be the new Pokemon game going forward. It's not like the next generation after Sword and Shield. That'll still come, I think, at one time. But this is like a spin-off, like a Breath of the Wild style game, which is what we've been dying for, right? So
Yeah.
in this game, you don't hear the presents, the actual like presentation. You don't hear the over chat and everything they're talking about. It's just a trailer. So what they're saying is that this is going to be a open world game, pretty much, where you go around and you're inventing the Pokedex, or you're working on helping create the Pokedex. So it doesn't exist yet. So there's no like gyms. There's nothing like that's normal to us in the Pokemon world. You're going around and you're catching Pokemon, and you're finding these creatures that no one had ever seen before.
Yeah.
So
That's
all
what
Pokemon are going to be like in this. By the
Not all
looks of
Pokemon,
it,
but
like-
anything that was in Sinnoh, the region of Sinnoh before
Sinnoh, okay.
the Pokedex. So you might find Pokemon that are no longer in the current Sinnoh region because they might have been extinct now. They might have been like driven away. You might
There
find.
might be some new Pokemon. I think.
I think there'll be some.
Pokemon.
Yeah, I think there'll be some like region variants. So you know how you got like a Lowland Gyarados and all this. What? A Lowland. What's
That's
it?
new.
A Lowland Geodude. That's what I meant to say. I think you'll get like maybe old school Sinnoh Pikachu. You know, where it's evolved now to what we see it in today. Where it, you know.
Fat chunky too.
Yes, I'm really excited for this one. I'm excited for
I
both.
think
I think
that
it's
looks-
strong.
I'm so excited for a proper story game because Pokemon
Yeah.
story has been a bit since Black 2 and White 2.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah,
story
well, Sword and
game.
Shield story was poo. To be honest, it was crap.
But like a full, like as you said, Breath of the Wild. I don't know how much you know about Breath of the Wild. It
Zelda.
is, yeah, it's one of the best story games ever made.
It was the first
Like,
Nintendo game to get Game of the Year, I believe.
yeah,
Incredible.
and it is like it blew everybody that knew anything about Zelda or cared about that franchise. They played that game, was like best game ever.
Yeah.
And if they're going for that kind of thing with Pokemon, which is even more beloved,
Yeah.
you've got a winning formula there if you do it right.
If you do it right, if they may not, you know, it may be a
Yeah.
complete flop, but let's hope. Let's really hope that they do.
But you two talking about it excites me more than that trailer. Like
Yeah.
if they're gonna go towards that whole story type thing, like the free roaming thing, you
Yeah.
go out and like build the Pokedex, that excites me more than that trailer currently. So if they did build those things in, then epic.
You know how I'm
Yeah.
a massive tech nerd and I like knowing how things work. there was something so exciting to me about seeing the Pokeball with like the latch mechanism. I was
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah, so
why is
like
that different?
it like fires steam out of it when you catch the Pokemon. Like
Yeah.
to know you caught it, it fires steam through. It's like a zip as well, like a zip type thing. Yeah, it's really exciting. I'm excited, man. I can't wait. And again,
I
it's
wanna
super
know everything
early.
about Pokemon
Like,
history.
so what? Like this is where it all blows your mind. So Diamond and Pearl remakes are gonna be here at the end of this year. And this game will be here early 2022. So let's say like what? Let's say November maybe this year you get Diamond and Pearl remakes, and then say March next year you get.
Guys, will this be the return of Legend cards? Look at the
Maybe.
title.
Yeah, could be Pokemon Legends
Arceus
Arceus.
Legend.
We're gonna get yeah, and again, look at the TCG. We're gonna get Diamond and Pearl cards. We're gonna get Heart Gold, Soul Silver S cards into the TCG. We're gonna get Arceus cards into the TCG again.
Can I also ask? Like they've called it Pokemon Legends, and that seems to be the start
Yeah.
of a compilation of games. Like,
Yeah.
there's no reason why they would call that Pokemon Legends Arceus if this was just a one game. They'd just call
Yeah.
it Pokemon Legends, right?
Yeah, or Pokemon Arceus, right?
Yeah. So what? So there must be an idea to move forward.
I think there is. I think 100% there is. And the reason they've started with Arceus, it is the creator of all
Yeah.
Pokemon. Like,
Yeah.
then you go into, I don't know, the
Deoxys.
space and time trio, like go into your Jirachis or you land and your water and your sky with the whatever they're called, Lake Trio? No, it's not Lake Trio.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it?
yeah.
The,
Well, Azelf and that.
no, I'm on about Groudon, Kyogre, and
Oh
Rayquaza.
yeah.
So you think it will like follow on?
I-
So
yeah,
it'll be the
Pokemon
next
Legends,
Legends, the next
Rayquaza, Pokemon Legends, Deoxys,
Okay,
yeah.
I want to know the history of Mew. Like, I get
Yeah,
that we found out the history
yeah.
of Mewtwo. Like, he was created because of Mew. But what is Mew?
Mew's
Yeah.
the next obvious one,
Yeah.
I would say, obviously. And then Rayquaza, or Celebi actually, probably over Rayquaza in the
I
same.
think
Yeah.
you could do a Celebi one, and the whole point of it is to go back and like the spoiler at the end, which no one knows, could be a good cliffhanger, is you find out about the start of Mew, like,
Yeah.
and that would lead into the next game. Like, you just see at the very end, you just see a pink like face turn around after you finally met up
Yeah.
with Celebi and time traveled or whatever, and it's like Mew, and you're like, oh,
There's a
And
lot
for-
of excitement about what this game could be.
yeah.
And I think that's where the excitement's coming from right now. So it'll be interesting to see if those
If it
things
is.
come to fruition.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because
Well, I haven't been this excited for a Pokemon game since Black Sun White 2.
you were pretty excited for Sword and Shield.
No, but that's what I mean. I haven't been.
You were
I
jumping off
love
the walls.
story games. Like,
Backflips.
yeah,
Honestly, you were,
hands
yeah.
down, Backflip Ninja. Honestly, like, there is nothing that gets me more excited than a really good story where I can just get into the lore. It's like, you know, if we see like a new superhero film trailer, how I'm like, I will spend like every minute of like the next day thinking, oh, well, what if that's this? And what if that's this? And what if that's this? That's what
Yeah.
I'm doing with this game. And that's
Yeah.
making me so excited.
And again, for those watching this who are like TCG orientated and only care about that side of things, like look what we have got to look forward to. You know, if you think about Pokemon going anywhere, it's not like they're stepping out now and going to do things they've never done before. With the remake has been done before, but they're branching out to a new studio now. They're creating this Pokemon Legends Arceus game as well as probably working on the next generation. Like it ain't going anywhere. In fact, it's only going to get bigger and better. So those
Well,
again,
they've got to ramp it up, right? So
Yeah,
they have
yeah.
to ramp it up to keep up with the demand. So they need to keep putting out new releases in games, in TCG, in all their media to keep it going.
Yeah.
Because if they don't release a game, like I think they did have big gaps between games.
When was their last expansion pass released? Was that in 2021?
no, I think it was late 2020.
So late 2020, we had that,
Crown
and then
Tundra,
we've
yeah.
got Pokemon Snap, then we've got the Diamond and Pearl remakes, and then
Yeah.
we've got Arceus.
Yeah, and I
within
wouldn't
the
be
space
surprised
of
if
16 months.
early 2020 Legends Arceus will come out. I wouldn't be surprised if late 2022 we get some big release there as well. Let's Go Johto
Yeah.
or
Oh.
maybe Gen 9 or whatever it may be. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
something away, you know. So again, those PSA 9s, like, get them. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Get them.
Absolutely crazy.
No,
Yeah.
it's interesting because it all correlates, right? So the games, the whole Pokemon franchise needs to be strong for the TCG to be strong. You can't
Yeah.
have one TCG to be strong by itself without the games, without the movies, without the other entertainment portfolio of Pokemon. So these things
Yeah.
The
definitely do.
merch. Like, merch is such a huge thing.
Well, it's the highest earner. It beats
Yeah.
TCG, beats Pokemon Go, you know. But none of this can happen. Merch can't exist, you know, without the game. You know what I'm saying? Without the game, without the new characters,
is the
without the, you know,
core, yeah.
Snom, you know, all these, the game has to be there. So they care about it the most, you know.
Absolutely. No,
Yeah.
I totally agree.
I guess speaking about where Pokemon is going to go into the future, in the near future, we have the Battle Styles full digital set list now. So I guess let's take a look at
Yeah, let's have a quick look at Battle Styles.
let's take a look at this. Now these are the
So
promos.
is this a full combination of Rapid and Single Strike?
I believe so. I believe
be,
so.
cool.
That's a sick card. Oh, you hate Act 3, don't you, Connor? I can't believe it, man. Look.
Yeah, I'd put him in a pot and fry him, and I wouldn't even eat him because I'm a vegetarian.
I was so confused at the
That-
HP being PS.
Oh yeah. It's a
Portuguese,
gold,
I was
gold
like,
Fluido or gold gulp. Yeah, this is nice.
Classic.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or does that Pokemon look out of focus? Like, does the Houndoom look out of focus there? Or is that just my eyes being
It might
dodged?
just be your eyes.
Might be
Oh,
your
okay.
eyes, yeah. Ooh, that's nice.
That's nice.
Oh no,
It's
that-
very lame. I'm now wearing my
that's gonna be a hollow, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think. Good luck, guy. Good luck getting a million of those through, guys.
Someone wants to send in like 300 at a time. Go ahead.
Venusaur
Um,
VMAX. We're getting that in the
VMAX looks like a Western bad guy.
Yeah,
Like, with
this
a
is
big
promo
hat.
already. Yeah, these are promos.
yeah, they're promos.
Yeah.
So we're getting
Yeah.
those in the collection boxes, so they won't be part of the main set.
Yeah.
Oh,
So here we go. This is the main
shit.
set.
Yeah,
I'll,
all
I'll
that's
go
top
through
top
quickly
two,
because
right?
I want to enjoy opening this anyway. But we'll kind of
Yeah,
like.
go for
I mean,
it.
I've already done it in Japanese anyway. But yeah, we'll flick through. That's
I think,
sick.
I
Some
think
of
the
the
big
best
thing with
cards.
Battle Styles is everyone's worried because they're going to a different
Oh, they got
wow.
Applin, whatever. his name
VMAX,
is.
yeah.
Flapple.
Yeah.
big.
That's a
Everyone's
huge card.
everyone's worried they're going to a different art set, and everyone's like, well, if it's gonna flop anytime, it'll be when they change stuff. But I was very much wrong about Team Up, so
Yeah.
I'm hesitant to call anything. On
I
any
think
new
this
styles.
bangs.
You think?
What I'm loving right now is I'm loving like modern Pokemon. You know what I'm saying? Modern Sword and Shield. Like Gen 8 is one of the biggest gens I think ever. Really, like I'm really happy that we're starting to see new stuff. You know, it was so
They've
long
smashed out of the park in the past 2 years.
they have. Yeah, and I know like people
Really
complain.
are.
Look at that card, man. So nice.
I love the Shinx line.
Yeah, so
So
good.
good.
Look at him do like a handstand.
It's Tom when the new Pokemon game's announced.
Honestly, I was amazed.
Oh, man.
That Spoink's really nice considering
Yeah.
it's a Spoink.
Oh, Spoink's
And
great.
again, you know,
Never met a
someone will send this to you, and you'll get some in the comments. Oh, why is someone sent a Spoink? Because it's a sick artwork, man.
He also tastes good as bacon.
It's bacon. Wait, is that Onyx dead? I'm pretty sure Onyx is dead.
Sleeping.
Jeez.
He's a little bit dead. Oh man, there's so many
That's
cards.
nice, man. Look at that card. There you go, Connor.
Yeah, he looks thick. Colossal's huge, isn't he? Like, and I mean not just
Yeah.
like physically, but he's in a lot of
Yeah.
the sets. Like, and he's a Holler or a V or a V. Like, he seems to be around a lot. He's had the gold.
He's got a
card.
Gigantamax as well. It's one of the best cards in
Yeah.
VGC too. His ability is insane. If you
Yeah,
if
big
you
fan.
if you hit Colossal with a water attack, which is its weakness, it doubles its speed.
Oh, that's quite clever.
Oh
Yeah,
man, I love Phalanx. Phalanx is good.
that's sick. Yeah.
And then obviously you've got the big old Urshifu boys,
Urshifu's,
looking like
yeah.
absolute beasts
Is
as always.
is it a gamble to put this set so much on Urshifu? Is that a gamble?
Nah.
I
Nah,
mean, you know.
Yes,
it's-
I think it is, but like I don't. They have to do that, right? They have to get away from these classics
I
to
don't
grow.
think I don't think it's based on the Urshifu. I don't think like the reason people will be buying set is for the Urshifu, unless it's for the. I think like Urshifu's 2 of the cards it'll be after, but it's the alt art cards. It'll be the
Yeah,
the
Tyranitar and Empoleon.
Tyranitar and Empoleon.
And the Urshifu alternate art.
yeah, Urshifu.
These,
has
I mean,
2
this
alt
art's
as
amazing,
well.
man. This
They
just
look
when I look at
amazing.
these arts, it reminds me of why I love Pokemon. Like, commons on commons are some of the best. I think to be honest, they're better than the actual full arts in terms of the actual like illustration. Like, look at all these like talented artists like creating
in the
this
background.
massive
epic.
movie in the background. It's epic,
Yeah,
man.
it's
Yeah.
huge.
Look at the Sphero, man. It's like something out
I
of like
like-
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, they like take care over the common cards, right? Like they
Yeah.
have a real quality check. They don't just go,
Yeah.
oh, because this is a common card, we'll just shove it with some grass in the background. You know,
Yeah.
they're going to, they give it care and attention. And they make sure it all makes sense and flows well as a set.
Well, it
Yeah.
all follows like the kind of characterization that Pokemon has. Like you'll never see Wobbuffet like being serious, like a serious Wobbuffet. You'll never see Pikachu being like depressed, really, or like something
Yeah.
that you wouldn't see Pikachu being. And I think, wait, was Victini doing like rock on hands?
These thoughts are so nice, man. Look at there's the alternate art.
Yeah,
so that's
smashing
so again,
up a
yeah,
phalanx.
you've got the new cards, the Urshifu, then you've still got these old Empoleon alternate arts to bring the other side in. So I think they're smart right now with what they're doing.
The V full arts look so good.
So good, man. Yeah,
Maybe not the Crossman, no Crossman.
that's great.
Nice.
All arts
Yeah.
bang.
That's so good.
That's what the set's based on, the all arts.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
cool as well. The Tyranitar V. He looks like me on a Saturday night.
They know what they're doing,
That's
man. You know,
right after we watch One Division.
Yeah.
I'm caught up now. I've caught up with One Division.
One more episode.
Yeah. So no, you did Pokemon, right? Sword and Shield. They've gone Sword and Shield, the brand new, expansion for the brand new region, right? It's going to bang. Rumble Clash, I guess you could say struggled a little bit, but not at the time it didn't. Then you got Darkness Ablaze, Charizard, Vivid Voltage, Pikachu, Battle Styles. Now you see the alternate arts introduced. So they've done that first section with the big stonkers. Then they're now going into alternate arts, and this is the tag team cards, right? And they're going to keep doing this. They know what they're doing. I mean, they're the $1 billion company, not us. So like,
Plus,
let them.
They've put in a lot of waifu cards as well.
Yeah, they have. They have Miss Hirorita look.
What does
Legend.
waifu mean?
So it's like the Japanese like girl cards, basically.
No, I know that, but there's not a
So I
breakdown
think it
for
literally means wife. I think it literally means wife.
Ugh.
Yeah.
This is so good though.
The Houndoom is sick, yeah. Love the Houndoom.
Why do people sleep on this set, man? Like, I mean, please do sleep on it. I'll buy it all up. I'll open it all up.
And
Look
then
at it, man.
no one will be able to have it.
And then it'll control the supply and demand, guys. So.
Yeah.
Shut
Control
up.
it all, guys. Don't let it happen. Get them now.
These are the special cards though. In Japan, these are the highest valued cards. I mean, I think rightly so. Like, look at this. Look at that Pokemon. What the hell?
It just reminds me of the Family Guy chicken who fights Peter.
I know it does. It does look like
I
a
love it so
muscly
much.
chicken, doesn't it?
Muscle chicken.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Hashtag mushly chicken.
Yeah.
Let's get that trending on Twitter.
We also have this announced now. Matchless Fighters. Oh, have you seen these cards, by the way? Look at this Blaziken.
No. Whoa.
That is incredible. Imagine, bro, it's so sick. And look at them
That
going away
is
from now. They're going away from
banging.
CGI on the VMAX to like artwork on the VMAX and combining the two. Like, oh my god, like Pokemon just. Can I marry Pokemon? Is that weird?
It's a bit weird considering you're already married.
You are married, mate.
What the hell, man?
But
That is
might
incredible.
change.
Yeah,
if
if
you
you
see-
marry
if you-
Pokemon, I don't know if Laura's going to stay with you.
Bro,
no,
this
that is
insane.
the artworks are epic though. to
Is
be
it just
fair.
Basecamp that's been announced?
No, hold on. Are you ready for this? This is a bit silly.
Bit silly but fun.
But look at
What's
this.
going on there? Oh,
That looks insane, right? In my opinion.
he looks like he could lead Team Rocket.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. That looks
Miss
cool.
Hero again, killing it. Bro. I love the fact that like so we used to CGI being on the V cards, right? Look what happens when they actually put an illustration on it. Mental. I just like
Whew. These are
Getting
good.
hot in here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Those are some nice artworks.
Intellion.
You know I'm all about those artworks.
So they are continuing with the single stripe, rapid stripe
Yeah.
type of deal with the cards, yeah? So
Yeah.
are we going to have like a year of this? Like we had a year of the team up stuff?
I think so. Yeah, this
That
is
kind
the
of-
mechanic.
Yeah.
Just imagine, they can't
Yeah.
release a mechanic with just one box, can they? They have to like make sure it lasts in the actual tournaments.
Yeah.
But it is still
That's-
Sword and Shield.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this will probably be a year of this, right? That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. You're right. You're right.
Is he doing like sit-ups?
Yeah.
Like crunches?
Even into the new one, right? So I think even in say if they do like Heart Gold, Soul Silver, TCG, you still may see Rapid Strike in that, right? The mechanic. I mean, there's this little symbol, but maybe not. Probably
It
something
depends
different.
if it does well or not. Like they're very good
Yeah.
at getting rid of stuff if it's crap.
Yeah, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not an actual mechanic, is it? It's not like a Mega Evolution or like a VMAX or anything like that. It's just it's a style of play rather than a mechanic.
Yeah, so it's stuff like you can get trainer
that
cards that
really?
allow you to bring out. Yeah,
Oh, big boy.
and that's 5-man. That's the CGI company.
Where
yeah.
is the? Oh yeah,
That's
oh,
him.
So it's there.
I was like, what? Is going
So
on
this
in
is Gigantamax.
yeah.
You know how we got like Charizard Gigantamax in the VMAX?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, now you've got Rillaboom VMAX, which is its Gigantamax form. So it's got like a big drum set. You've got Cinderace here on top of the fireball it owns or it creates.
Well,
And these are sick, man. No Intellion yet, but
Sniper Intellion, yeah.
yeah.
No Intellion, why not?
New
Now,
box.
what's
Look, new
this?
box announced. Japan are killing it with the box set. So you get this. You get all this in that box.
Is this a waifu set?
Yeah,
They know what sells, don't they, Pokemon?
they know what sells.
They
Yeah.
know their audience.
Which is weird. Why have we not got the Marnie in English?
I'm sure we will.
It's so
Sure
annoying.
we will.
They're going to put it in some stupid like promo box. And then one last thing we'll just touch on just to get rid of the topics. This is play Pokemon. So now, thankfully for the world, but not for us yet in the UK, but events are coming back. So the TCG Play Pokemon events are returning in Australia and New Zealand because they have like 0 cases now. So it's coming back. See you guys later. I'm going to go compete in VGC in New Zealand.
I literally said it must be really nice being a little island. Then I was like, wait a sec.
Wait a second.
We're in the UK. Why have we still got it?
Yeah.
My brain just totally shut off. I was like, Australia's got it easy. They're an island.
But they both shut off their airports quite quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're a
New
hub,
Zealand
aren't we,
had a music
unfortunately?
festival, didn't it, like 2 months ago or something?
Yeah, they've been doing it well. And everyone who went there, you have to, isolate in a hotel that's like they set you up in. Can't go out until you've like tested negatives. They've done the right thing and they've just put their foot down. Is what it is.
But that means life can turn to normality, and as silly as it is, that means you can play Pokemon, and you can play the Pokemon events. So, like at the end of the day, if everyone's safe, then we can have those things back, and hopefully we'll see Pokemon in the summer in the UK.
Yeah,
I think they're doing well with the vaccines, and I think what would be really cool is to share this hype in person.
Yeah,
because we haven't been able to do that with anyone.
But not share a virus.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean,
exactly.
I'm sure by now, if there's no virus, we could do like a Pokemon Grey Gem event or somewhere, where we meet up and just have some sick stuff going on.
Mainly a
I know
Pokemon
I would,
event, but we'll be there.
yeah, I'd have been in tournaments by now, playing. I mean, my channel's become all TCG, which is good. That's what was banging at the time. But like now, I'm like looking forward to getting the gameplay back on, and VGC. And I was gonna build a Lugia team, do like some VGC Lugia, but then they introduced legendary Pokemon into the official rule set, and then they removed it. I think because Dynamax, I think is just way too OP with legendaries.
Right,
Can't take them down. But yeah, I think that's all for us today.
That's pretty amazing.
Good podcast. Back with a bang. I think it's fun to chat to you guys.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
It must be nice as well for you guys, right?
I feel like we haven't spoken about everything. Surely.
PSA price changes, Logan Paul, break and reaction and thoughts, PWCC, Diamond and Pearl, full battle stars list, matches fighters, play Pokemon events, Post Malone, but I don't think we can watch that right now. We'll get copyrighted.
No, we can't watch it. Wow, that's Well, right. Before we end, how did you celebrate Pokemon Day? 25th anniversary.
I just sat on Discord with a bunch of people in my Discord and just played Pokemon games. Just did like challenges, like Nuzlocke and stuff. Then we did the watch the Post Malone thing together. Then we reacted to Logan Paul's thing together, and then watched the PWCC. So pretty much that. And on Twitter, I was just reading Twitter all day. The Pokemon admins were like just farting out tweets left, right, and center on Saturday. It was sick.
And I actually have one last topic. Have you seen the promos from, I think it's Thailand, the Charizard that they've been giving out in McDonald's?
Yeah, and Pikachu. There's a Pikachu full art you get. It's mental.
Have you seen this? It's been like, so in Thailand, they've been dropping promo. I think it's Thailand. I don't know if I'm wrong. They've been dropping promos where it's just got like a stamp on the side of it of cards that have previously been released. But
Wow.
I don't think anyone truly knows how it's happened or why it's happened there or anything. But it's like you've just got these older cards that have just now got a stamp on them and they're like official Pokemon release. It's like, oh, what?
I think Pokemon in Thailand is massive, Like,
Yeah.
I think it's like one of the biggest.
I
Like,
think the cards are in English, right?
they might be. Yeah, I
I
might.
think it's English cards.
Should I
which
try
is
and find
why
these?
it's so weird. Yeah, search Charizard Thailand or something like that promo because it's a very strange settlement. Oh no, it was KFC. It was KFC, not McDonald's.
That was the one. Yeah.
And I was like, why didn't you do a Moltres? That would have made Connor's day if he could have gone on about the burnt chicken.
Or a ho-ho.
Yeah, or a ho-ho. Yeah, so it's like, what's been happening with these KFC promos? There's been like quite a few of them.
Right, this is it here.
Yeah,
There we go.
They've not got a link yet.
They're official.
But they're Sun and Moon promos.
Okay, right. Are they?
Yes. So, that says a Sun Moon promo, but I think that's wrong. I think it's meant to be Sword promo 81, like S promo 81. But yeah, so KFC in what country was it? I don't know what country it is. Yeah, Thailand. I think.
Just can't find it. I know we can find here. We can find PTCG Radio's video on it.
Good morning.
Whoa.
Hello, bro. Is there any pictures?
How's it going?
By the way, shout out to the channel. This channel is incredible. Look at
Yeah.
I got subscribe, got notifications on. I love this channel.
Also, have you ever seen the KFC logo? and
Oh,
thought
they
instead of a
are the
ribbon, it's a
English.
stick
Yeah,
man?
yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
and we were talking about the same thing. I just didn't know they were in English.
Yeah, but they've just got a KFC stamp on them.
Bro, I want to get some.
They're very strange because like that Sword and Shield 20 promo, the Pikachu, was something we got from pre-ordering the game. Like now it's a KFC promo. Like the Charizards from Tag Bolt.
Bro, nice though. I want to. Ooh, I didn't know they were in English. Oh, bro, I want. No, bro, it could be any Pokemon card. It's not even because it's a Charizard or Pikachu. Just give me any Pokemon card with a KFC bucket on it. I'll buy it.
You're going for that.
Yeah.
You're definitely going to get them now, aren't you? I want to see a video on Randolph Pokemon in the next 2 weeks, huh?
Well, how can I?
You've got to get them.
But what I want to do, right? What I want to do? I want to go and travel. Like I'm saying, like if I could now, I would honestly, like on my channel, I would go and fly to Thailand and do that. You know,
Yo, can I come?
yeah, bro, come through, man. Take a day off.
I'll come.
But you know what I'm saying? Like the Japanese program, I want to go to Japan and like and vlog that and create content. And instead, I'm just stuck in here making like videos, you know, putting
Green
packs.
screen?
But
No, it's true though. Like I think that's what YouTube creators want to do, right? They want to go
Yeah.
out more. I think that's one of the reasons why Pokemon, because it's a perfect
Which is
content.
ridiculous because the whole concept of being a YouTuber is never leaving your bedroom.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then they
but-
complain that they
Yeah.
have to do it.
Yeah, but the big content bangs when they leave, right? So
Yeah.
and Pokemon fits so well because there's so much hype around it right now, and you actually don't have to leave your workstation or your office or your home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To be
Yeah.
able to talk about Pokemon. So that's why it's gone so viral in many ways. And it is YouTube that's behind a lot of this. And I think
yeah.
that is often underestimated.
Well, KFC have just got mental recently. Like they released a computer not too long ago.
oh,
had,
a console, yeah.
A console, yeah.
KFC
sorry, that
gaming.
has where you store your chicken to keep it hot and stuff. It's like, okay. They just got mental.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Cool. That was
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Happy.
Good
I think that
podcast.
was a good episode.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it
Hope you
must be fun for you guys to actually have a break and chat.
Yeah, we got work now.
Getting back to it after this.
Yeah, with input cards. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks to you guys for joining us as well, as always. Check everyone out. Check Great Gem out. Check Pokefriend out. Check your mum out.
Check one
I don't know. Yeah, see you guys later.
Like the
Waffle.
video, guys. Subscribe to the
Are
channel.
we at 10,000
Hit
subscribers
us
yet?
on 5 stars on podcasts and
I
stuff.
was like, we're 10k yet?
Are we at 10k yet?
No,
If you're watching
I'm-
this and we're not at 10k, then subscribe, please.
8,920.
Well, come on. I think
What?
you can get us to 10k after this episode. That's what I think.
8,290,000. What's
well,
this
we
number?
can get to 10k then, yeah?
Let's do this.
Yeah, we can. Whoa, look at views are banging though. Look at this. Like, geez, we're doing bits.
What happens when you don't upload in a week?
Yeah. Right. Okay. See you guys later. Thanks for watching and thanks for the support and peace.